Everybody, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to another episode of Kingmaker Legacies. We are back, of course, for another amazing week. We'll be taking next week, maybe taking next week off. I won't be here next week. I'll be in sunny Orlando, Florida for a charming real-life event. But, in the meantime, where we left off last week. Hopefully you guys checked it out. If you weren't here live, you can always check it out on my YouTube channel, which I think is linked below, so you can check that out. In the meantime, Jason, where did we leave off last week?
Alright. So, last week, if I remember correctly, you guys made it back to the tower, the Southwatch Tower, with a girl,
Yep.
Delia, and trying to... while there, trying to figure out exactly what you were going to do with her and, like, what needed to be done. And so, you know, it's a couple different paths of things that you could do with her came up. Where it's just like, you could just let the Summer Guard and the kind of the nation itself just deal with her and just let it go, and it's just out of your hands from now. Or there was the thought of maybe taking her to see the Noman tribe to try and figure out if they knew anything about what's going on with her, or, you know, accompanying her and taking her to Dawn's Rise, and maybe even further on to Summerhome, to get her to somebody that might know more about what's going on. So those were the kind of the options. You guys hadn't exactly decided on anything.
Yep.
You know, and so Rowan, before the night ended, decided to went upstairs to the top of the tower, took an arrow, cast light on it, and just shot it off in the distance. Then came back down, went outside. A bunch of you went out with Sergeant Vandrin to share a drink outside, watching the night sky.
After we had witnessed Emrys break the news to this poor girl that her family had been slaughtered entirely.
I was very nice, okay? I could have been way worse.
It's fair.
Right. Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
Shittering it off the pot, people.
Yep.
Continue.
So, that is where we left off, with the tower's alarm bell beginning to sound. As you guys noticed off in the distance, a bit of light headed your way. Knowing that it's been some time since Rowan cast the light spell on the arrow and shot it off, and it should be dark over there.
Yep.
So when we left off, Vandrin had darted back into the tower.
Right. And I'm outside the girls' room, so I don't know
Correct.
this is happening.
Correct. You hear the alarm
Well, yeah.
inside the tower. Everybody else is outside the tower. Speaking of said tower, this. Fortunately, it's terrible because, as I found out recently, every single map-making program does not include circles for some god-awful reason.
Oh, goodness.
So we did it kind of quick and dirty. Alright, so here we have you guys outside of the tower, kind of just standing where you were. We have the tower itself. Here's the main door to get into the tower. Now, what is pictured here is actually the top of the tower. So there's the stone platform. This is a good 80 feet in the air from the ground level. There's the stone platform, the view glass. Tahani's actually in the second floor,
Yeah.
third floor of the building currently, but she's inside, along with now Vandrin and the rest of the Summer Guard.
Well.
I mean, so currently, you guys know that there's the very, like, loud bong, 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 like gong almost like sound of the alarm coming from the tower. And like I said, there's a bit of light coming from up this direction. It's coming towards the tower.
Can I?
It's reasonably far away still. It's a couple hills away.
Can I run up to the top of the tower?
You sure can.
I run up and yell, like, what's going on?
So you get to the top of the tower. You hear somebody on the stairs behind you up the tower. And once you get to the top, you see Draxus and Polton at the top of the tower, using the view glass to look at a certain section of ground some distance away from the tower. You're not sure which.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the image of somebody running towards the tower.
Like a single human?
It looks like a single humanoid creature.
Okay.
But then they pan it back, and you see behind him, in the shadows, because it's dark out, like other humanoids running also towards the tower. But the first humanoid that they pan to, is the only one that has a light source on him.
Who is that?
We don't know, but they are advancing on the tower rather quickly.
Threateningly, or?
I mean, we're not sure. There's a lot of them. They're making haste here.
What can we do?
Prepare yourselves in case this is going to be a fight.
Alright. I run down to go meet with everyone.
So, Vandrin passes you on the stairs as he's coming up. You notice that Ellis is also on the top floor, however, he's in the middle of casting a spell. And you guys have been up and throughout this entire building. You have never seen any sort of, like, bell system or anything. So you're pretty sure that the sound that you're hearing is something that Ellis is doing.
Gotcha.
So, okay. What are the four of you that are outside? What are you guys doing?
How high is the hill in front of us? How far is the crest?
The rise is about 40 feet. About 40 feet up.
So
And the hill is actually just off the map. Just off the map. Probably, I would say the top of the hill is probably this the furthest line. The top of the hill.
Well, I think I might get the best vantage point from up top of that tower, unfortunately. I'd love to check out what's going on, but these guys seem to be pretty spooked, and I imagine that they know what's going on a lot more than I do. So I guess I'm headed my way in the tower.
Okay. So you head into the tower. We'll move you inside.
And then I'll work my way up to the top.
Okay. They're like standing there kind of like, what's with the bells? Emerus, Raspin, you guys doing anything?
Well, I'm gonna get ready, I guess.
Okay. Are you
For
staying
whatever.
outside the tower? Are you going in the tower? Or...
As much as I would like to be in the phrase of battle, I don't know how many people are coming, so I'll just get in the tower.
Okay. So you're going in the tower too. Okay. So when you go into the tower, Will kind of just follows along.
Alright, now that I know that I'm not going to be abandoning people to be outside, I will follow them inside.
Okay. You guys go inside. Any of you shut the door behind you, or you guys just leave it open for now?
I will shut the door behind us.
Close the door. Takes
And
a little
we'll-
bit of effort.
We'll ask the two strong people to throw the bolt across the door as well.
I'm struggling to lift it.
Yep. So Willick just kind of manhandles it, picks it up, puts it in place. You guys head up as Tahani is heading down the stairs.
There's one humanoid in the lead with the light, and then a whole crew behind them, but we're not sure if they're friend or foe yet.
Well, let's see how close we can get. And I'll head up to the top.
Yep, I follow
And
suit.
I'll peek over.
Okay.
And I'll
Yeah,
ask.
so you guys,
Yeah. What's
Guys,
what's going on, Vandrin?
like, I'm not exactly sure, but appears to be a, well, it's either a halfling or a gnome making its way towards us with a bunch of larger humanoids following it.
Does it seem like it's being chased, or does it seem like it's leading?
I can't tell. The other humanoids seem to be back in the dark. The only one in the light.
Hmm.
You guys can I mean, you guys are watching. You guys can see the view glass. Like, you can see what's going on.
Yeah.
So you guys can make some sense motive checks.
Hi, cat. Are you gonna roll?
Just
not
Tahani
there.
and Rowan. Okay. I mean,
I don't think any.
Well,
any of
I
us
thought me
are
and Willick
there.
were downstairs.
oh, you guys are still downstairs. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so Tahani doesn't really notice, but Rowan, you definitely notice that this small humanoid that's in the front carrying the torch is definitely kind of frantically glancing back over his shoulder every so often as he's making his way towards the tower.
All right.
Looks more like he's being chased than him leading anybody.
All right. Well, with that, I'll run down to the foot of the stairs and I'll yell down to everyone, "We got a gnome coming in with a light. Let's make sure we give him a welcome and then close it up all behind him, shall we?"
What did he say?
Let one in, don't let anyone else.
I heard that part.
Well, you asked for
How
a
much
translation.
of a lead does this gnome have?
Mere moments.
Open the damn door. Oh my god.
Okay, so you guys are preparing for Willick and
Humans.
Emrys to kind of open the door and let this gnome in, and then slam it shut behind him if that looks like it's going to happen. So Rowan and Tahani are kind of still on the top of the tower, watching through the view glass with the rest of the summer guard. Raspin, what exactly are you doing?
I mean, I think I'm standing by with Empress and Bullock and waiting for things to go wrong.
Got it. So it's two up top, but you guys by the
I'm
door.
not very helpful up top.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll as the figures approach, I'm gonna pull out my longbow and I'm gonna line up some shots just in case any of the straggling masses end up catching up a little too close. Try to buy a couple moments, if any, to try to get those doors closed.
All right.
We've been told that we expect that there might be violence. Is that a thing?
Yeah,
I
think
believe so. I believe, yes, you guys have been told that, hey, there's multiple people coming, but it looks like one's friendly and the others are not.
Alright. I'm gonna cast Shield Other on Willick.
Okay. How long does that last?
An hour per level, so 3 hours.
Okay, so definitely long enough. Got it. All right.
Willick, I'm gonna open the door when this person comes, and then you can just grab them.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. So he crests the top hill finally. So he crests the top of the hill.
All right. As soon as I see him, I will cast Divine Favor
Okay. Cast Divine Favor.
on me.
He's gonna get to about here, coming down the hill. You can see some of the figures behind him as they appear to have gained on him and are in the edge of his torchlight.
And as soon as I see one, I'm gonna fire some shots.
You see two.
I don't see them on my map. Oh, there they are. Whoa!
Oh.
All right. I'm gonna make a quick check to see if I can determine what they might be,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna
No
succeed.
idea. They
Can
are
I-
just very large humanoids.
They're really big.
Can I do a check?
Or do you have knowledge nature?
I have knowledge nature.
No.
Nope. No, I can't.
You are not the Lorax.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. Rowan and Tahani, you guys can also make perception rolls.
Aha. I have eyeballs. I can do that much. Nope. No, I can't.
It's not so much sight based as it's sound based, but the alarm bell is really loud. Really loud. But alright, so Rowan, they are probably
Oh, they're within reach, I would think.
well, I mean, like they might be within reach this way, like but you're probably at the edge of the tower now. The edge. So it's an 85-foot straight across, but you're also 80 feet up. It's probably about 110 feet.
All right, so I'll wait for one more movement and then I'll let loose.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. So,
I'll yell down. He's coming in hot.
Okay.
there we go. They are now definitely within range, and they are gaining more.
All right, I will fire at this one.
Got it. The second shot goes a little wide. The first shot hits, but appears to like kind of bounce off almost, like it hits something hard on whatever this thing is and bounces off.
So it's armored? Oh, goodness. All right.
All right, so we're gonna go into initiative order.
Mm-hmm.
With the 21. 5, 14, minus 15.
Travis?
Well, okay. Right. Summer guards. They will act. Let's fight. Where's my 20? Well, that's there it is. Okay. All right, so acting at the top of initiative is this gnome.
Good for him.
So let's see. Rowan, you can definitely tell that the gnome is running much faster than you would think. Like he is running much faster than Raspin than you've ever seen Raspin run.
Obviously under the guise of magic. All right.
Yeah, so he's booking it. He is also now close enough for you to hear him as he's running beneath the tower, going, "Help me! Help! 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 Help!"
Get in! We'll close it behind you!
Okay, that is just his go. All he needs to do is move. Willick's go. Nothing's in range to punch. Willick's just gonna hold. Raspin.
The strong people are hanging out here, so I'm gonna hang out here.
Okay. Holding. Got it. That's gonna make it. These things go. And we have some more that pop into sight. As they get close enough to the tower to actually be seen. The light kind of coming off the tower from the windows.
Alright.
Appears to be a group of green-skinned humanoids. Medium in size. Slightly larger than your average human, it seems. They're orcs. They're orcs.
Alright.
Common enough. Yeah, they just kind of rush forwards a little bit, although they appear to be more cautious than the large humanoids in front of them.
Okay.
Approach. Let's see. So let's there go. It's going to bring us to Rowan.
Excellent. I will bring about a judgment, and I will increase my attack. I will bring down upon these enemies the judgment of justice.
Okay. Which one would you like to shoot at?
I will continue to shoot at the one that I missed before.
So the brown color.
And I will miss.
And will also miss. Yep. At least Emrys isn't there to watch you miss this time.
Hold on a minute. Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Emrys,
They're working.
Yeah.
your turn.
I'm just holding the door. Waiting for this friend to come in.
Tahani.
Can I notice like anything about the oncoming horde, if they're magic users or
You
anything
don't.
like that?
No, you don't. It's not anything that you can. You're pretty sure none of them are magic. None of them are like. They're all carrying weapons of some kind.
Okay.
That's.
Then I will go down to the tower and
Just gonna
Or
run
no.
downstairs.
I'll wait up here. I'll hold action.
We're gonna get to another and to the end of the round. So if you guys have held act, well, so it's gonna be the summer guards go first. All right. So they're up on top.
Mhm.
All 4 summer guards are now up on top. Vandrin is now using the view glass to like maneuver and look. He looks at the orcs and then he looks at the 2 large humanoids in front and goes, "Fucking ogres!" And then manifests his armor and weapon. They kind of just appear from nothing on him, and he's now holding his bastard sword. Draxus pulls out his very, very large crossbow, leans over the side, and takes a shot from next to Rowan. We'll shoot at the gray color one. Miss. Doesn't really do much because he doesn't have a ranged weapon, and Ellis is still sounding the alarm. Alright.
I'm pretty sure we know that they're coming.
Yep,
Who else are you sounding that for?
So, anybody with a held action want to do anything before we move to the next round? You guys have anything you want to do?
Nope.
Nope. Good. Okay.
No.
Got it. All right. Back to the top. He's gonna get to the end of the door, and you guys start hearing like king, 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 king. Let me in! 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 Okay. Next up is Willick.
Let him
You
in.
guys were held last round. I didn't really do anything, so Emerus, you can also go if you would like.
Okay, well, I'm gonna open the door.
Okay, so you're gonna open the door, and Willick is just gonna reach out and just punches. This guy.
Will it grab him? Don't punch him.
So he hits him square in the jaw, and you guys see this like little gnome's like head kind of loll back a bit, and then he grabs him and drags him in.
Don't let him go, though. I don't trust
So you guys drag him in and slam the door shut, and begin putting the bar back on. Raspin, like to do anything? There is, I mean, so this gnome that has come in is, it looks to be not heavily armored. He was wearing some, it looks like probably leather armor. Has like a short bow on him, has a mace. Yeah, it looks like he's probably some sort of traveler. He's got like a heavier pack with a bedroll on it. You know, he's got like this thick brown beard that's almost dwarf-like with how thick his beard is. His hair is a little wild and unkempt. But that could just simply because it looks like he's been running for quite some time. Like his face is flushed.
Well, friend, I'm glad you made it safe. You should probably go up to the top of the tower and report to Vandrin. Tell us what exactly is going on and who you brought here.
Okay. Tell him we're gonna to the bad guys. Fortunately, I don't see where he went, so they don't know there's a door around here until they come.
Well, thank God you guys were down there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's see.
It takes 3 of us to successfully operate a door.
So 3 of the orcs down at the bottom are all carrying longbows, and they knock some arrows, and they point up, and they take a shot at each Vandrin, Draxus, and Rowan. You guys have +4 to your armor, though, because of the nice wall that you have kind of between you and them. That will miss Rowan.
Could have used time.
Definitely miss Draxus, and yes, also okay. So they all miss. Gotta bounce off the crenellations to the top of this tower. As there go. So that will bring us to Rowan.
All right. I will assume that my friends have these large figures covered, and I'm going to try my luck at some of these other, perhaps smaller targets. I will just shoot this one that's closest to me at my 10 o'clock or so. And we will once again
Shoot over here.
fire 2 shots.
Okay. They both hit. Does not appear to be as heavily armored as the other guys. So 6 points.
I will also tell Tahani, tell everyone downstairs that those 2 are really something to be afraid of. They are quite armored.
Alright, will do.
Alright. That's all I got.
Okay. That is it's Emerson's turn.
I am defending the door.
Okay, so you kind of finish sliding the sort of iron bar, this large iron bar, into place. Kind of locks the door. Just stand at the ready behind it. Got it. Tahani.
I will start making my way down.
Okay. Let's see. You can go ahead and use your whole turn to basically run all the way to the bottom floor.
Okay. Those big guys are packed quite a punch. We want to make sure that we keep them at this door and not any further. They've got a lot of armor on them.
That's what the door's for.
Yeah, this will work. Wow, that's really small. Find a different one. Oh, that's also really tiny. I don't think it really matters. Much just. All right.
What the?
So this is Vandrin's
Oh.
character model.
It's a-
So you
They're
watch
coming
as
out of the hill!
as Vandrin steps up onto the crenellation, and then just literally just steps off the edge of the tower,
Oh.
and then just kind of plummets to the ground. Where Rowan gets to watch as Vandrin lands on 2 feet, does a nice superhero landing. Although you do notice that as he approaches the ground, he seems to slow. Rapidly. And then lands. That's his turn.
I'll look over at Draxus and I'll be like, show off.
Draxus kind of smiles at you and lines up a shot, fires. And he will hit. 10 damage. Polton starts activating the view glass and also yells at Ellis to stop sounding the alarm. Drop. Spell.
Thank you, Polton.
Alright. Gonna bring us back to the top of the round. Alright, so this gnome that has been drugged into the building looks up at Raspin, who's addressing him. Like, holding his jaw from where Willick just kind of punched him in the face. He's just like, ugh. Cousin, tell them I mean no harm. Tell them I mean no harm. But who's Vandrin? That's all he does. It's there. That's good. Alright. Look, I found the
Uh-oh.
Roll for door.
Yep. Ogres versus door. Let's go. Well, that's so Emrys, Willick, Raspin, Tahani, and this other gnome are all in there. The gnome said something, and then immediately afterwards, you guys hear smack on the outside of this door, and the whole door and the wall kind of surrounding this iron door all visibly shake. Dust and stuff fall off the edges of the wall. You notice that where it looks like the door is anchored into the wall actually cracks just a little bit. Some work there, like some of the tie-in and stuff is like breaking a little bit.
That's bad.
Yep. All right, that's their go. So these orcs are going to. Oh, this one immediately runs up on Vandrin and tries to take a swing. His very large axe. Yes, Vandrin's armor class. The other three will take shots. We'll take 2 at Rowan and 1 at Draxus. Miss. Miss. Ooh. That actually hit Draxus. Ouch. Draxus takes, maybe peering around the crenellation a little too long and takes an arrow to the shoulder.
Sure.
Looks more annoyed
Didn't hurt.
than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's their go. Ooh. Willick isn't gonna do anything. Willick should have gone before them, but he just kind of like pushes up against the door. Raspin.
I'll give our new friend a shove towards the stairs. Go upstairs until you can't go anymore. It's about to get real messy here.
Okay.
Then I will cast Bull's Strength on Emrys.
Well, then. So, Emrys for... It's what, a minute per level pull strength?
Yeah.
So 3 minutes, you'll have a +4 to your strength score. Which for you means +2 to your attacks and +3 to your damage. You don't have to... When you roll your stuff, we'll worry about it then. But
Ew.
okay, gross.
You can actually add on if you're using the roll 20 sheet. You can actually add the 4 to the temporary on strength, and it just doesn't.
Does it for you?
Does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So if you just put in a 24 or a
Just put
22
4.
strength.
Just put 4 in the temp slot.
Oh, you just put 4 in there and it
Yeah.
does it? Oh, that's nice.
Yep,
That's
it did.
nice. Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I love those numbers. They look beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
All right. So that's Raspin. That's gonna bring us to Rowan.
All right. I'm gonna look down and I'm gonna finish off that shot at the one that's next to Vandrin.
Okay. Yeah. Two more hits.
There you go. Oh, I'm sorry. I think. No, yeah, that's right. 23 and the 19 are the right ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. I saw the 1870.
No,
those
that
were
was
from
last
weren't
time. Yeah.
they? Yep. No. Well, it still hit and dealt the same amount of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Emrys.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just brace for impact.
You feel really strong.
I
right now.
do. I don't know what you did, buddy. That feels nice.
Open the door.
I'm ready for this.
Okay.
Damn,
So
I was
are you
hoping
gonna
no-
like try and reinforce the door? Like you're gonna hold up against it?
No, I'm just ready with my hammer because it's gonna come down.
Okay, so you're making it. Got it. So you're preparing an action so that when it comes down you can attack.
Yes.
Got it.
Hold on, I might have to reset this, so
Okay.
it's probably gonna go away for a second.
Okay. Tahani,
I'm gonna do the same thing.
you're just gonna get ready for them to come in.
Yep.
Got it.
I'm going to make sure the gnome is behind me, though.
Okay. We'll worry about him moving on his turn. I mean, he did get shoved, so he's over here. But we'll worry about him on his turn. Summer guards go. Vandrin looks at the orc next to him. And almost effortlessly slides his bastard sword in between this orc's ribs and rips it out the side. The orc falls over, spray of gore coming out of him. What a show off. Full natural 20s. Draxus will take a shot at an orc and miss. Polton still can't do anything, so he's just kind of like you last to on to make sure nobody else is coming. And Ellis's turn. Ellis will move to the edge next to Draxus, lean over, mutter some arcane words, and some bolts of magic fly from his fingertips, streaking and hitting one of the orcs. A little bit of damage. A little bad. It's alright. It's alright. Alright, back to the top with our new gnome friend. He's like, okay. And he starts bolting up the stairs. So, it's to the very top of the tower. Takes his whole turn. He runs up there. Okay. Willick's go. Willick looks at Emrys and just goes, and just like picks up the metal bar and just tosses it aside, and then kicks the door open.
Excellent. We all won,
so,
my friend.
Emrys, since you were holding an attack action, you can go ahead and we'll move you. So the door is now open, so we'll move you 5 feet forward. You can make an attack on it, whichever one you would like. Tahani, you also are holding to be able to attack, so if you would like to move forward and attack.
I will move forward and attack.
Okay.
Do it.
Do it, do it.
Alright, well then. Emrys will hit, deal 19 points damage.
Damn right I hit. Damn right.
Tahani, however, goes to, and trips over the iron bar that kind of will just dropped on the ground. Stumbles forward and doesn't, get to make her attack. Alright. That is going to be, let's see, so that was Willick's go. Now it'll be Raspin. Fortunately for Raspin, they just opened the door.
I'm going to hold my action until someone gets punched.
Got it.
I can hear Becca giggling. I can only imagine the look on Carlos's face right now.
You hold your
Super fun
action
time.
and have an
What am I
accident.
doing here?
Surprise!
Alright, that was them. Okay, now it's gonna be the ogres. So each ogre will take an attack at each person. So let's see, Emrys, your AC is an 18.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. So the ogres do not appear to be carrying weapons. They are basically slamming with their fists.
Uh-huh.
Nope. That 11 will miss. Tahani, what is your armor class?
14.
That one will also miss. All right. They went from rolling really well against the door to rolling really bad against your guys.
That is okay with me.
All right, so that's their go. The orcs. They will all now fire at Vandrin. They just watched him slaughter their friend. Ooh. Oh, that one will hit. All right, surprise. Finds a way past Vandrin's shield. A little bit of damage. And the other one bounces off Vandrin's armor. Okay. Rowan.
I'm gonna hold my action until Vandrin engages with one of these things, and I'll yell down to him in the meantime. I'll say, go ahead and pick our target, Vandrin! And then I'll hold my action.
Got it.
As
Right.
you know nothing that's going on downstairs.
Yep. Got other foes to worry about.
You four
Peppers.
can't handle this?
No, I just think it's funny that you're up there and you're oh, I'm just watching.
I'm helping.
Emrys, you're up.
Okay. In the interest of ending this battle quickly,
Yep.
I would like to rage.
I'm going to look in deep inside myself and manifest my rage.
Got it.
And hopefully that helps out.
Jesus Christ. So just get really, really mad and super focused. You You slam your Earthbreaker square in this ogre's jaw, and the bottom part of his jaw and skull are just completely missing, and now like 20 yards off the side.
I'm sad Rowan is not
Slumps.
here to see this.
Slumps over.
Gross.
Emerus. All right, Tahani.
I imagine I'm now covered in.
Oh yeah, you just got hit by a stream of gore.
Oh yeah, girl. Oh yeah.
And I
Embrace the rage.
punch this other,
Okay.
or as hard as I can.
So the first attack does not. It kind of bounces off his thick, leathery skin. The second hit will hit though and deal 6 points.
I just see Emerus and I'm like, I can do that too.
Yes, you can. Embrace the rage. You got it.
Oh man. All right. Some guards. So Vandrin points over to this orc and yells, "Shoot him!" And then he'll.
That's not how this works.
Now.
Yep, he'll move there. Attack that. Wow, that was terrible. Andrew will miss. All right.
So I'm
So-
gonna take my shot.
Yep. Who would you like to shoot at?
The one that Vandrin's in front of, and I will yell at him, "That's not how this works!" And I will shoot. And I will
Oh yeah.
take it
Oh,
the fuck
damn.
down.
Damn.
Yeah. Embrace the rage. Yeah.
You fire, and your first one hits like him in the shoulder. And he kind of steps back, and then the second arrow finds him right in the throat. Gurgles and coughs, and a bit of blood lands on Vandrin. He just kind of looks back at you.
I told you that's not how this works!
Draxus shoots at the one that Vandrin pointed at,
Good.
which he hits.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch, that was a fair bit of damage, alright. And Ellis will unleash another torrent of magic missiles, which will finish off this other guy. Perfect. Alright, back to the top of the round. So, so the gnome you saw earlier, Rowan, runs up behind you,
Mm-hmm.
Ellis, and Draxus, and it's
Mhm.
just like, they told me to report to this Vandrin guy. Is that you? Is that any of you?
Just stay put. We're almost done with this.
That's him. So now it is going to be Willick's go. So Willick, there is an ogre standing outside this.
I think I want to hurt him.
Yep. To move and punch him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That will hit. God dang. All right. Yeah.
Good God.
11.
So you like to punch things, do you?
You get him square, like right in the side. Solid gut punch. Doubles over, which is odd for an ogre to double over. It does. All right, that is Willick. That is gonna make it Raspin's go.
Gonna give Emerus a bit of luck.
Okay.
You're very generous
Ready for the
today.
round. All
You're the one
right.
who's gonna make sure I don't get squished.
Rowan.
I will. Hold on. I'm gonna look over at Draxus. I'm gonna say, "You got him, huh?" And then I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
And then
You fire down at that guy.
I'm going to fire one shot because I can only fire
Alright.
one shot.
Hey, it hits though.
Sure does.
Sneaks into his back from the angle you're shooting at. All right, his go. He is going to swing at Willick. Willick is the person that's hit him. Willick has a lovely 12 armor class still.
+1.
13. Okay.
Yeah, you guys keep mentioning this armor stuff, but I'm not sure what that is.
We have to go
He will
shopping.
hit Willick for 22 points of damage.
Oh god.
I take half of that instead.
Yep.
What?
So you take 11, Raspin.
That's what Shield Other does.
Yep.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
He gets +1 to his armor and saves, and I take half of his damage.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's so nice of you.
So Willick, you take 11. Raspin, you take 11.
Yep.
Oh, he's gonna pay for that.
All right, that was his go. Yep, he probably is. Emrys,
Yes,
your turn.
I know. You're my friend.
Oh god.
Oh, can I hit again and we could take which one I like? Right?
Yep.
With the luck thing?
Yep.
You can, yes, yeah.
Okay,
just
let's do that.
Click the
Let's
button
see-
again.
let's
We'll
see
use
if
it.
we- Let's see if we crit, you know? Maybe we do.
Okay. No, you
Oh.
don't crit. You don't crit. It's just so it's only gonna deal 19, but
Only.
19 is more than enough to finish that ogre off. Just crunch
Can't
his
do the
skull in.
25?
No.
Can't do the 25?
No. You get to choose which d20 roll you get, not the damage roll.
You need to find yourself a weapon that rolls with a d20.
Rolls d20 damage. Yeah. All right. So he's gone. Tahani, it is now your turn.
I knew there were more people coming, right?
Yes.
Problem.
You did.
Yeah. Alright, I will go around and go support our friend out there, Edward.
So you can move 80 feet.
There's more people coming. There's one.
Well, they don't know that.
I know that, but she's gonna be like, oh, okay.
So as far as we're concerned, you just take off.
Yeah. I'll yell down, there's only one left!
She's already
She's
there.
covered in ogre blood.
She's gone, but at least now you all know.
Where did she go?
All right. So that is going to bring us to the summer birds. So Draxus will take a shot and miss. Bliss don't have any more magic missiles. He doesn't really have much in the way of attack spells, so he's just not gonna do anything. Colton can't do anything, so that leaves us to Bandrin. Bandrin will move over here and make an attack. Alright. Well, that's awkward. Back to the top. Gnome goes. Steps up, pulls something out from behind him, sets it up, sticks, looks to be like a flask in this contraption that he's holding. It looks almost like a crossbow, and then fires it.
Oh no.
Well, he hits. So, Tahani and Vandrin will have to make some reflex saves.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Okay. Let's see. It was 17, so she's okay. Andrew rolls a 1.
Oh
Ow.
no.
Alright, so Tawny, you only take 3 points of splash damage. As this, you watch as this, like, glass bottle kind of flies past your head and hits this orc square in the face, and then explodes into flame.
So now I'm
Heavy.
covered in blood and whatever goo.
And you're on fire.
You're not on fire,
Yes!
you're a little singed. The orc, however, is indeed on fire. Alive, barely, he's on fire. Vandrin is also on fire.
Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah, that was his go. Okay. Willick.
How do I get to the fight?
There's not much fight left, but it's on the other side of the tower.
I wish I was there to hear this because I'd be like, and the fight's on fire.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll just move in case I'm needed.
Yep. So you come around the corner and you see what looks to be like a dude wearing a lot of armor. You're pretty sure it's probably Vandrin on fire. An orc facing off against Tahani and Vandrin that is also on fire. And Tahani looks like her hair's a little singed.
I'm just miserable.
Yep. Covered in gore. Yeah. Yeah, it's not good. Alright. Raspin.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay. So you take your turn and just go up all the stairs to the top?
Yep.
Okay. You're upstairs.
It's me, up the stairs.
The orc on fire is going to stop and roll around on the ground. We'll give Tahani an attack of opportunity.
Roll attack.
Which is
It's
Terrible.
not your day.
Yep. He just happens to roll right at the right moment, and your hand slams into a rock where he just was. Now you're just like shaking your fist as it hurts a lot.
I don't like today.
Right. So he is now off fire. Vandrin is not going to take opportunity because he's also on fire. Yeah. Rowan.
I will step up and I will take a shot.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Dead. Now that we're basically going to be out of initiatives, Vandrin kind of stops and rolls, like pats himself out.
Can I help him?
Yeah, you can. All right. I need to exit game and reconnect for some reason. It's not being cooperative tonight with cameras, it seems like.
I'm gonna turn and look at our new guest, and while I'm trying to take a look at whatever the hell it was that just fired off this glass globule, I'm gonna ask him where he came from.
Oh. Sorry, I'm trying to. Interesting. All right. Well, I'm not worried about it. Okay. So he kind of looks over at you. I came from the. He points that direction. He points out this way, which you know is east towards Casperon. So that mountain range.
So that way, where were you last? Why are these people chasing you?
It's like, I don't know, like, I was just traveling at night, and, like, they were just roaming around, and they saw me, and they started chasing me, so I've been running for quite some time. And then I finally saw a speck of light in the sky, and then it landed on the ground, and then I started running towards it, and then it was gone when I got there, but I remembered where it came from, so I kept running towards it, and running towards it, and running towards it, and running towards it, and then I ran to here.
Well, that was my beacon of light. So I'm glad you found it.
Well, thanks.
Are you sure you didn't arouse the ire of these folks in any way, shape, or form? They seem pretty set on your head.
I may have let some of them on fire when they were chasing me.
Why would they be chasing you before you set them on fire is what I'm trying to get at.
I mean, I happened on them in the middle of the night. Food, so I took some food.
You're a sticky fingers.
I mean, not usually, but when the occasion arises, sure.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't look like they were the best people when I was hungry, and they didn't notice me.
Mm-hmm.
Until they did.
Well, I mean, cousin, sometimes an ogre just, sneezes in his sleep, and he just wakes clear up as day, staring straight at you, and... Ooh, I gotta tell you, I peed myself a little.
I'm gonna put away my bow. I'm gonna put my hands on my coin purse and such, and I'm gonna take a couple steps back and just watch this whole thing unfold for a minute.
Okay. Let's see. Hani Vandrin's weapon and armor disappears, and he turns around and starts walking back to the...
Any chance I could draw a bath for myself?
Draw what?
A bath.
Draw a bath? Sure.
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
one.
Oh, yeah. He's looking
Yeah.
at you like,
She's
yeah.
she's been hanging out with Emerus for too long.
Emerus, you got a real good hit there.
Oh, yeah. He
The
looks
spoils
down
of
at-
war.
He's like, okay. He's like, yeah, come on, let's go.
You may also need a new door.
What?
Just keep walking. You'll see.
Yep. So he's going. Willick, what are you doing?
I
You just say hi to Vandrin as he's walking towards you?
I'm checking on him to make sure he's
Oh,
no longer
okay.
burned.
Oh, okay. No, no, he doesn't really seem. He has a little bit of some burn marks on his face, a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be that bad. He's like, he's like, hey, I'm fine. I've fared much worse. But apparently my door is broken. Starts strolling on. So
I'll follow him
goes-
so I don't miss the excitement.
Yeah, he gets to the door to where I guess Embers is just standing there.
Yeah.
Are you just right?
Hey.
Yeah, he's like he looks at the door, sees that it's cracked a little bit along the wall, looks at you, and he's like, "You or them?" And he points to the ogre bodies.
This was definitely not our fault. This time.
Okay.
That was my
Uh,
fault. That
He looks at him and he looks at you and he's just like, "Good job." Continues it. All right. So back to the top of the tower. So the gnome's looking at you guys. It's just like, so who's this Vandrin guy I'm supposed to be talking to?
Vandrin will be on his way up in a moment. Just sit tight.
Okay.
How did Vandrin get down there?
Oh, he jumped.
What?
Yeah, he jumped. Landed not a scratch on him. It was the damnedest thing. I looked over at Draxus and I was like, he's just showing off, isn't he?
Draxus just kind of shrugs.
Yeah.
He's like we don't see much excitement, so you know.
There's more to Vandrin than meets the eye, Raspin. I would not let my untoward natures get out in front of that boy. That's for sure.
So eventually Vandrin comes up the stairs. Just like, so, who's our gnome friend?
Well, allow him to introduce himself. Gnome friend, this is Vandrin.
So he's like looking and he's just staring at Raspin. And he's just like, well, you gonna introduce yourself or what, man?
He's not talking to me.
Huh?
He's not talking to me.
Oh, me. Hi. Oh, right, you're Vandrin. Okay, got it. Yeah, hi. Thanks for saving me. My name's Tiggerbakken. I'm sorry I lit you on fire. Yeah.
It's quite the contraption you had there firing off those balls.
I mean, you know, like, thanks, I guess. I don't really have a name for it yet. Kind of just built it, you know? Shoot some of the things I mixed together off. Does pretty well for me. A lot easier than throwing them at people.
Ah. A little bit of alchemist by trade then, I suppose.
Why, of course.
Excellent.
Would you be interested in buying and he opens his coat with his left arm? Why would you be interested in buying any of my wares, good sir?
Perhaps before.
He's got a bunch of like.
There's a time and place, cousin.
Yes.
Kind of
Yeah.
dingling.
I'll raise my hand and I'll say, I would be happy to take a look at that a little bit later. For right now, let's address the Vandrin situation, shall we? This is after all his responsible abode, so you are technically he would be your host, and should be due the proper respect.
Oh, I am so sorry. Of course. He looks over. Vandrin, would you like to have first pick of any of my wares that I have for sale? I will give you the steep discount of 10%. Vandrin's just staring at him. Like,
You know what, Rowan? I have to give him credit for his commitment to the game.
He's got quite the salesmanship, doesn't he?
so Vandrin's just like, yeah, no, I don't want to buy anything from you. The Summerguard kind of provides us with everything that we might need. And you know, I don't know exactly what you've mixed in there. Anyway, Sadamy's just like, can you tell me where you came from and what you're doing here and why they're following you? Tiggerbakken looks at Vandrin.
He stole food from them.
Looks over at Ro. Oh, okay, good. I don't have to tell the story again. Thank you.
I mean, I'd still like to know where you're coming from.
He's like, oh, I came from that way.
He came from the east. Is all we've got.
He came back from the.
So what was the name of the last town or city you were in? Tiggerbakken.
Oh God. That's making me look stuff up.
Willick, remind me that we need to get you armor.
I will remind you
Thanks.
that I need this stuff called armor. Is that
Right.
shiny stuff on your arms?
So he looks
What?
at you and he goes, Vladimir.
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 All
Does
right.
that mean something to you, Vandrin?
She's like, it's from over in Casmeron. Over that way, like the next continent over. But it's across the giant mountain range over there.
That's a hike.
It's like probably a good 3 weeks travel, 4 weeks.
He was moving unnaturally fast, Vandrin. I'm not so sure how long this little one's been on the road.
Jiggerbakken looks at you and goes, it took me a week and 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
Wait.
that's 2 weeks and 3 days. But, you know,
I was-
whatever. So, Tahani, what are you doing? Are you just going in and just getting yourself a bath?
Yeah, I'm just getting myself a bath. Does that mean I'm in the room with the girl?
Yeah, she's in there, by the way. She's, like, hiding under the covers, kind of. Like, has no idea what's going on.
When I go in, I'm just gonna be like, "It's okay. It was a bunch of orcs. They're gone now."
It's like, were they coming after me?
No, it was some gnome did something stupid.
Oh.
I
As one does.
I am disgusting right now, so I'm gonna clean up. But don't worry, everything's fine now.
Okay.
Are
Okay.
you,
Just kind of lays back down in the bed.
are you alright? Do you need to talk or anything?
No, I'm okay. I just know what was going on, so I kind of just hid here.
I mean that's actually a good plan.
Smart kid.
Good plan.
I mean, it's like she's been kidnapped and tortured for 6 weeks and just had to find some way to learn how to defend herself or something. I don't...
So Willick and Emrys that are downstairs at the door still. What are you guys doing?
Well, I was just having a conversation with my friend about how we have to get him armor.
Oh, okay. You're just like, okay. Yeah, so
Like,
you're just
we
telling
need to
Willick,
get
like, we need to
armor?
get you something that you can wear to protect yourself.
Yeah, so you're not like taking hits like that, man.
It did hurt.
Yeah. And this
I
is
would
not shoddy armor. This is masterwork. But you are right, I might have to upgrade. But this is all masterwork, okay? Okay?
There's something better than masterwork? Is it like
Yeah.
super masterwork?
Sort of. You can get like magic and stuff.
Oh.
We're gonna get you toyed, alright? Toy.
I think I would like that.
Yeah. You're gonna look fine.
I've never looked fine.
Fine.
Is that good?
Yes. Yes. That is literally what. Yeah. That's our conversation.
That's your conversation. Got it.
All right.
That's what we're talking about down there.
I'm gonna initiate my detect evil just to make sure that this gnome isn't trying to pull some sort of fast one on us.
Sure. No evil aura on him.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Vandrin's like, okay, so you came from Casmeron all the way here in faster than normal travel time.
Why?
He's like, I travel and sell my wares and find new substances that I haven't used before and purchase them and use them in creating new wares. I mean, I like traveling. It's exciting.
I feel like we've skipped an important question. Were there more of them?
Huh? Them? He points to like them out there, like the things I chased. I mean, I passed other ones, yeah. They were all in the mountains, though.
I mean, when they started chasing you, was there a big group? Were there more of them following you? Was there an encampment?
I mean, they followed me from their encampment, but it was just them.
How far away was their encampment?
A couple hours that way, and he points.
Vandred, is that closer than they normally get?
It's like, much closer than they normally get.
It sounds
Usually-
like
Usually
you've
they don't
got
come.
some work to do.
If
and
they-
we've got
no,
some
he's like,
places to be.
They don't come out of the mountains. And I don't know how we didn't see them. Yeah, this is worrisome. He's like, Ellis, get over here.
Ellis, this sounds like a really interesting problem that I'm sure you'll have a great time solving.
No. If Vanderbilt starts giving a report to Ellis, that Ellis then starts sending messages off. As is his job, Polton and Draxus are now using the viewfinder and like looking around, kind of in the area that was did by Tiggerbakken. Tiggerbakken is just kind of standing there, looking around, like. So, you guys got anything to eat?
Oh. I'm going downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head downstairs. Where downstairs do you go? Do you go just down to the? Do you go to the quarters? Do you go to the like sort of?
I'm gonna come all the way to the bottom and check on these two and see how they're doing.
You arrive at a conversation of Emrys describing how armor protects you from attacks.
I will.
And you look good.
I will
You're gonna look so good.
let it
Sound how
run
you-
its course.
I'm
I'll just-
really
I'm
hungry.
gonna look good.
Just
You're gonna
survey.
look so good.
Just survey the damage that was done by these two juggernauts of destruction.
I am really hungry. I need to carb up. Give me some damn bread.
All right. Well, let's go upstairs and let's see what we can put together then.
Also, I need a
Things
rag.
makes me hungry too.
Our new guest is hungry as well, so maybe for a change, I'll go up and maybe I'll do some cooking for everyone. How's that sound? We'll give poor Polton a rest. All right, so I'll go up, and I guess I'll go up to the kitchen, and I will start to try to prepare something with whatever we got for some sort of snack for everybody.
Okay.
Because we did kind of just eat dinner, so this is just kind of like or breakfast, right? Dinner,
Just a snack.
dinner, just a snack.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, battle takes a fair bit out of you, so
Mhm.
something to eat's always good.
Mm-hmm.
So you go in, you start looking around. They have a fairly well-stocked, like, pantry-ish type area.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get something up, rustle up something for everybody.
I'll whip up some of their sandwiches that I know Emrys likes so much.
Okay. So I'm sure Emrys and Willick are kind of just have followed you go upstairs now, especially the promise of food. Just sitting at the table waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Raspin, what are you doing?
Vander, do you have any more questions for our friend here?
Not currently, but you guys wouldn't mind keeping an eye on him while I make this report, and they're gonna continue looking. We're gonna be a little busy tonight, it seems.
Yeah, I guess. No promises, but
Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, that the whole reason that we're in this mess is because he is good at getting into trouble. So
That's a point well taken. Okay. I mean, just make sure he doesn't like run off or anything.
I mean, I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Thanks.
All right.
Jesus, fucking gnomes. So, Tirok looks over at you. Is like, "So, cousin, how's it going? Been on many adventures lately?"
More than I was expecting. I'll fill you in downstairs. We'll see if we can find a bite to eat. Uh-oh.
Hello?
Bueller.
This is gone.
Mew.
I still have everything moving.
We're still good.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Excellent. So y'all make your way downstairs, and of course you're gonna find that. Oh, there we go.
They're taping. Blink it. Ah.
Yeah, we hear you now.
We heard a surly grunt.
Mm-hmm.
We're guessing that's you.
I don't think he can hear us though.
Oh, you can hear me. Okay, interesting. I can't hear anybody else.
Oops. I dropped my pan.
Oh, I thought you said that you dropped your pants.
No. It's winter here in Canada, and as such, we don't remove our pants unless it's time for bed or fun. I'm unsure if you are aware, but we have just recently received a snowpocalypse.
So, I know what that would be for us, and I'm sure it's embarrassing in comparison. What is your snowpocalypse?
Well, the worst part about our snowpocalypse wasn't necessarily the snow itself, but more so the, 3 inches of freezing rain on top of it.
That'll
Yeah,
do.
that's usually much worse than the snow.
Yeah, and it's been going on for the better part of 3 days now, so I'm really just tired of it.
So, how much snow was there initially?
There was only about a foot,
Hmm.
but maybe it was 2 feet because I shoveled after a foot. So then I shoveled a lot again.
I mean, if we get a foot, everything's shut down for a day or two.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, no.
So-
No, like we get a foot and everyone still gets their shit together, but we get a foot and then like 3 inches of freezing rain and everything stops. But our problem is we get, when it's both. One or the other we can manage, but when it's both, we just blech. We just want to choke. All right.
Perfect.
Oh, we're just waiting. Oh, looks like Danielle disconnected too.
It might be their whole internet.
But then, why are they still connected to Discord? I can still see Danielle looking around. do 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 do. Yeah. We had just anyway. So I was supposed to go out on a 3-hour drive on Tuesday, and each way, by the way, and so that got canceled right quick. So I gotta go and do that tomorrow. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be fine. That's okay. It's not so bad today. It started to get better. Freezing rain starting to stop. Mostly just snow today. And it's kind of flirting like around 0, so tomorrow with some sunlight it'll probably be fine. But
Yeah, we would be done. We would be done.
yeah. We can't do it.
And it takes about 6 to 8 for us to get to that point.
6 to 8 inches?
Yeah.
Wow. No. They have like so many salters, so many plows, so many companies. Like it's such a huge business up here. Yeah, like it's really crazy. We still run our school buses when it's like a foot to 18 inches of snow.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Now, down here, people from Ohio do not know how to drive
Oh,
in
yeah.
any weather.
Ugh.
We had like hour-long traffic backups because of rain this week.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's not fun.
We were supposed to get some snow, but it ended up just being like freezing rain,
Hmm. That's the worst.
and we had a 2-hour delay.
Yeah. The freezing rain's literally the worst thing ever. It does not ever... It's not ever good. Yeah,
Okay.
somebody in the chat saying that their school buses are canceled at the thought of snow. Yeah, it's like I know a lot of people that drive school buses in and around the area, and some of the like the area where my folks live, where I grew up, it's around a lake, so it's like really rough.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like really really rough, but you get the lake effect weather. But even they end up
Reset it.
like it's.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear them. We can hear them
I know
blatting
I'm
away.
in there.
But it's literally like if it's more than 1.5 feet, then they'll cancel it. If it's even like a centimeter of freezing rain, or like 5 millimeters of freezing rain, like a half a centimeter, which is like a 1/4 inch, like they're like, no, fucking shut it all down, forget it. Oh, that's Ben? Fuck yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's by the way, like the airport is a gong show. I know you're not there anymore, but like there's been so many flights out of Pearson that have been canceled or rerouted or rescheduled. Like it's a friggin' brutal. Just brutal. So, yep. Thankfully, we are at the tail end of it, and I think we're in for like a lot of weather. I think from now until basically winter's over. Like we were actually fairly fortunate, I think, in the grand scheme of things, being the fact that it's halfway through February right now. But pretty soon, springtime. I just keep looking forward to springtime. Plus I look forward to going to Orlando next week and then San Diego in April. Like things are good. Can't complain.
Are you going to the zoo?
Where? In San Diego?
Yeah.
I might find some time to go to the zoo. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, it's actually a really good idea.
that's one thing I want to do sometime.
Yeah. I'll take pictures. I'll send them to you. Yeah, I think I've got one day where I've got like an afternoon at leisure. So if I can get there, I'll get her all hooked up. Yeah, it's going to be a long week though. Jesus. I've never had to stay like a full week away for a work thing.
Yeah.
That's never been something I've done before. Like I fly out on Sunday morning and I get home on Friday night.
That's brutal.
It's a long week.
Jeez.
Yeah. And like I said, like it's one of our hugest shows, right? So it's like show during the day with appointments and then dinners and booze in the nightclubs and then back at it again for like breakfast. And it's like
Oh, God.
5 days of that. So
You're
yeah.
gonna die.
I mean, I might. My liver.
Hydrate really well.
That right, like crazy water, and then I think I'm also gonna make sure that I bring like a budget for 2 5-hour energies a day, which should kind of carry me through as well. I think so.
How long are the days at the show?
About 7 hours, I think.
Okay.
That's
That's not too bad, I guess.
No, it's not. But I mean, you basically roll out of there, then you clean yourself up, and then you roll out, and you're like dinner, drinks, everything from there on, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And a lot of late nights.
And the nights are late. That's really what it comes down to. It's like working doubles every day. I know it doesn't seem like it's work, but when you do it the way I do it, it's work. It's hard. It's hard smiling all the time. That's why the booze helps. So. Alright, so it sounds like the Bobbsey twins are shuffling their stuff around and trying to get themselves there. So that's cool. See if Ben's still here, because I think I'm going to wish him... He's not, he left. I was going to wish him a happy anniversary. He and his wife, 14 years ago they met each other.
Aww.
Wow.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
it was pretty good. Yep.
They met each other? Or
Yeah,
they married?
they met. They've been married 7 years. They realized that they actually, hey, we can hear you. We've been able to hear you guys shuffling around for a while.
Okay.
Nice.
This
Yeah.
one's back.
So they are actually a couple that does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu together. So they realize that the secret to being together so long is that the thing they enjoy the most is trying to choke the life out of each other.
That'll do it.
Sounds kinky.
Anyways. All right, so if we're all back and we're all in line, then if you two gnomes are going to join us downstairs, then you'll see that we're all sitting in there having some food. I went and started to make some sandwiches.
So I guess what I missed was Tirabakan had asked Raspin if he had been on any adventures lately. That was where like
That was where you cut out? Mm-hmm.
Off, yeah.
Yeah, and I had said I've been on more than I expected to recently. I would be happy to catch up with you, but let's see if we can go downstairs and get you some food.
Ooh, food! That sounds fantastic. Let's go. And he like starts strolling down the stairs. So he goes down one level, stops, and then goes into like where the living quarters is.
I'll like grab the back of his shirt on the way down and just like lead him to the kitchen bodily, or as
Oh.
bodily as I can.
Does he walk into me showering?
No, because you're in Sergeant Vandren's quarters, which is
Okay.
another room off. Yeah. No, he just kind of like walked. He just like walked into like the next floor basically. So Raspin kind of grabs him by the back of the shirt.
Yep, keep going.
He's like, oh, okay. Keeps going down. He's like, oh, look, food and people and the guy that punched me. And he points at Willie.
Sorry about that.
He does
I
that.
think.
He kind of shrugs. He's like, it's fine. I set a guy on fire tonight. You know, things happen.
Wow.
So I'm Tiggerbakken. Who are you?
I am Raspin. This is my
Raspin.
friends Tahani,
Weird
Rowan.
name.
Tahani's taking a shower right now.
Well, my friend Tahani's upstairs. Willick punched you. Emrys murdered that ogre.
Yep. You see, like as soon as you're like Willick punched you, he reaches into a pocket, pulls out this like little pad and paper, and starts writing something down. And then back in his pocket.
What was that, Tiggerbakken?
I just made a note of that. That's all. Like, he pulls it out and shows you the note, and it's written in Gnomish. And it says, "Be careful of Willick. He punches."
That is a fair note.
It's back in his pocket. Okay. Willick. Got it.
Emrys took the face off of one of those ogres.
Took its face off? Like, with magic?
You could say it's magic, but it's mostly a hammer.
Oh, the big one she has. Right. Okay. Got it. Yeah, it's still covered in crimson. Might want to clean that off. Actually, if you're looking for a cleaning agent, and he pulls open his cloak that he's wearing and a bunch of glass bottles jingling, he's like, I have this perfect one right here that'll take anything out that you really want or try to get out. Even those deepest like stains and smudges, this will get it out. Just 3 silver pieces.
I'm pretty sure I saved your life. I don't get a discount.
They told me this was Vandren's place.
Yeah. So there's not a friends and family discount?
Are we friends?
I don't know yet.
Okay, well then, until you know for sure, then you don't get a discount.
Can I pull him aside for a second?
Yeah, sure.
I strongly recommend being friends with Emrys. The alternative is not good.
He's like, what is the what? Oh, the alternative is the hammer. I get it.
Not all the time.
So, Emrys, how would you like to buy this for 2 silver pieces?
I don't know. What else do you have in your wares?
I mean, I have a lot. What are you looking for? I have alchemist fire. I have acid. I have this cleaning agent. I have. Some
I'm gonna
perfume-
put down a plate of
Melted.
food in front of our guest. Enjoy.
You got like homemade bombs and stuff?
Looks at you. He's like, "What do you mean bombs?"
You like those? You don't got bombs? Then you throw something, and if someone got caught fire,
Yeah, it was a flask I mixed right then and shot off. I mean, I can't. Those unfortunately they have to be used relatively quickly. They don't last very long.
oh, okay.
But I have alchemist fire if you want something. If you're trying to set something on fire, my alchemist fire is really good at that.
That's cool.
I also make these, and he pulls them out. He's like, pulls out like a fistful of tinder twigs out of a pocket. He's like, I make these, and he shoves them back.
What are those?
Oh, they do this, and he like takes one, he like strikes it on the table. It's essentially a match.
Oh, that's neat.
Yep, he shakes it out, tosses the burnt end just on the floor.
I
He
don't
sits
know.
down with he sits down at his plate of food next to Emrys. Weasels in between Emrys and Willick. Picks up the sandwich, starts eating.
Sorry, I punched you.
Ah, like I said, I set somebody on fire. Well, shit happens, man.
Yes, it does.
Like I have
Everywhere.
I've never actually been punched in the face before, so new experience, right? I don't really want to do it again, but
Oh, I've been punched lots of times. You get good at taking it.
yeah, you look like you have been. Anyway. So, what are you guys doing here? You guys don't look like summer guards. You guys don't have the
No.
uniforms.
No.
We actually just happened to be stopping in here on the way back from one of our epic adventures. Raspin, you should tell your cousin all about them.
I think we should find out what you've been up to first, Tiggerbakken. Did you see anything else exciting when you were going through the mountains?
I saw lots of things. I saw some giants, not just the ogres that we saw earlier, but like actual, like, fuck them giants. What else I see? Oh, I saw a dragon.
A
There
dragon?
Yeah, a dragon. There's a dragon out there in the mountains. Big white one. Visera? Verena? I don't remember her name. Begins with a V.
I've never seen a dragon before.
Really? You gotta get out in the world, brethren. What are you doing just
Rowan?
sitting around? You gotta do stuff. You don't do stuff, you start getting a little sick, man.
Rowan, did I ever tell you the story about how Nivi Rambadazzle gambled and won a dragon's hoard from it?
No.
I think we should go visit a dragon.
Yeah, let's go visit a dragon.
That would make for an epic tale. That is for sure.
How far
Tiggerbakken,
away was the thing?
where did you say that was exactly?
It's like, oh, it's out in the mountains that way. He just points in a direction.
North, south, east, or west?
I mean, east. I can't. The mountains I came across. Mountains on the border of Casmaron.
And how far of a distance exactly?
It's probably like 2 weeks, maybe 3 for you guys.
3 weeks away. And was that actually in Casmeron proper, or was that on more the Summerland side?
I don't know. The mountain range isn't kind of claimed by anybody. That's the problem. It's just like a border there, you know? Who controls which mountain at any given time is kind of up in the air. Nobody really wants to control any of them. They kind of suck. Really fucking cold. Not a lot of grows there. You know, there's like some frost giants and stuff, and some. When you get deeper inside the mountains, sometimes you can find some fire giants, but you know.
And how big was the dragon?
I mean, big. Looks around. I think it would fit here. Its wings might not, but it would fit.
Did you talk to it?
No. I mean, I didn't really. It wasn't close enough to try and talk to it. Also, I'm pretty sure it would just eat me. But you know, I saw it off in the distance flying around.
So it was a white dragon, not a silver?
Yeah, it was definitely white.
Okay.
Is there silver dragons?
Well, I would think so, right?
I mean, maybe. I guess.
I've
really
heard,
pay too much attention to
I
dragons.
have heard that there is a color of a dragon for every spot in the rainbow, every gem that you could ever see and desire, and every valuable metal you could ever
Whoa.
dream of.
I can dream and desire a lot of gems and metals, let me tell you.
I'm just
That's
saying.
a lot of dragons. It seems like we'd be tripping over them if they're that many.
Yeah, I'm with this guy. Like, this guy's smart. He knows what's up.
The world is a big place. Bigger than you could always ever imagine. There's always somewhere else to go.
I mean, yeah, the world's a big place, but, you know, then you got, like, the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
And it's even more deep, although I don't really want to go anyplace else, because, you know, us gnomes, we kind of came from someplace before, and at least that's what the stories say, and it kind of sucked, so. Yeah, I'm okay with here. There's enough here.
Well,
Yeah.
where are you headed next? You were obviously on your way from the east. Was there somewhere in particular you were headed?
Oh, yeah, I'm headed to Summerhome.
Oh.
Big city, you know, west of here. The capital city of the Summerlands. Been through here twice before. They have a nice place there called the Dawn Forge. Really popular place to buy and sell magic stuff, and you know, it's also a good place. They have a nice library. I always stop in, like, to see if any like new metals or powders or plants or substances were discovered. Good place to learn all of that. You know, maybe learn some new formula. Learn how to mix something a little different. Sell some of my wares. Always a good place to sell wares. Boy, Market Square there. Oh, this is heaven.
It sounds exciting. We were on our way headed west ourselves, in fact.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we were going to stop at Dawn's Rise along the way.
Oh yeah, that place is nice too. It's just walls, man. The big walls. I
Really?
always feel trapped.
Oh, tell me about it.
I mean, they're huge, 30-foot tall, 15 feet deep or something crazy. The story is that they built them in one night.
How is that even possible?
Well, magic, obviously. I mean, how else do you do something like that in a night, right?
Yeah. So you said you've been through this way a couple times before.
Yeah, well, through the Summerlands, yeah. Usually I go farther up north. This is the first time I came this far south.
So you've never been to Old Varnhold then?
No, I've only heard things about it.
What have you heard?
The closest I ever got was Dawn's Rise, but I mean, you know, ghost stories. It's not a nice place to go. There's ghosts and monsters, and
What kind of ghosts?
ghosts are ghosts, right? Like ghosts of people that died there. That's what other ghosts are there?
I mean, I don't know.
Are there more ghosts? Do you know more ghosts than I do, cousin? You have ghost friends?
Not currently. No.
Man, we need to find some ghost friends.
We do need to find some ghost friends. I'm sure Emrys could help us with that if we wanted.
Old Arnold. That might be interesting.
Well, that's where we're headed. You're more than welcome to join us. If you can...
That way?
It's on the way through the rise and on the way to Summerhome.
That is true. That is true. That is true. I mean, going that way anyway, right? So yeah, why not? I mean, when are you guys leaving? Because I'm like ready to go now, or soon, whenever, tomorrow. Definitely by tomorrow.
We only have one outstanding item that we need to resolve before we make a decision on when that is going to happen, and that's, you see, we ended up finding our way through this burned up farmland, and we found that there was a family that was there that was devastated by goblins. And so we ended up finding a pathway that led into the mountains. And as it turned out, the daughter was kidnapped by the goblins, you see. And so what we ended up doing was we chased them into the mountain range. We ended up finding exactly where it was that she was being held, and we rescued her and brought her back.
Oh, so you're heroes.
Well, I mean, we like to do the right thing on occasion, I would say.
Okay. Hero type, nice.
But anyway, so we are unsure yet what's going to happen with this girl. We literally had just gotten back from that very, very long journey, no more than hours before we ended up happening upon you. So we're still processing that, but if you can give us a little bit of time to manage that business, then we might be able to all head off together.
I can try. Just
if it would help you, if it would help you out, I'm sure Willick would tie you to a chair.
I mean, like, that's appreciated and all, but like, I don't want to get sick, Like, I had a cousin who bleached, and it's not the way I want to go.
Bleached, huh? Tell me about that.
You have a cousin as a friend here. I mean, he can tell you all about it too. I mean, if we sit around too long or don't have fun and adventure, like, or wander around and see new sights, smell new things, eat new things, taste new things, meet new people, talk to new people, run away from new people, steal from new people, life gets boring and depressive.
Huh.
Till, like, your hair grays, not from age, but, like, because, you're bleaching, your skin grays, and then crotchety, and mean all the time, and you smell funny.
So you get old real fast, is what you're saying.
I mean, it's not really old, per se, it's just, like, I don't know. Have you ever been around one of those people that's just, like, not fun to be around?
I've seen.
They're like, hey, let's go have a drink, and they're like, why? Alcohol will kill you. You ever meet one of those people, and you're like, oh man, I'm just trying to have fun.
I like him.
Don't eat that mushroom. You might die. Who cares? I might feel real good too.
I wasn't sure about it until just now, but I like him.
We can be friends.
I think so.
I'll take that discount now.
Good. I don't get the hammer. I appreciate that. He reaches in, he pulls out a flask, hands it to you, and be like, that'll be 2 silver pieces.
So can I use this, like, everywhere?
I mean, yeah, you can use it on whatever you want. Just be careful. It might, use too much of it. You might clean more than what you want to clean,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, God. He leans over to you and he, like, whispers, like, a little bit of acid in it. Just a little bit. Just a little. It helps give that extra clean boost, you know?
I get you.
So don't clean your eyes with it.
Yeah. All right.
So, Tiggerbakken,
Yeah.
you traveled quite a long ways for quite a long time. You must have seen a lot of things.
I mean, yeah, I've seen lots of things. What do you like? I mean, I see a lot of sky, I see a lot of grass, I see a lot of trees, a lot of hills.
Do you
A
ever
lot of animals.
stop and take notice of things that are like carved into buildings or altars or things like that?
Sometimes. Why?
You ever notice this? And I'll pull out the mark we saw on the altar. Which is the one that we couldn't with the cold iron rods and all that jazz.
Like, nope.
All right.
What is that?
One of the many mysteries we're trying to solve. One more real...
Mysteries. Have you ever read a mystery? Those are the best books.
Mm-hmm. I have indeed.
Almost as good as the Pathfinder Chronicles. Pretty, they're pretty close.
So you like a good whodunit, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, let me let you in on a little secret. We're kind of in one right now.
We're in a mystery. Ooh. That's interesting.
Do you want in?
Yeah, you want to know a secret?
Yeah.
It's always the butler.
You know, in this case, I think we're already past that part. And I'll pull out the little scroll that was made.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll carefully make sure to unwrap it in such a way that it only unwraps the base layer.
Okay.
And I'll be like, so Tiggerbakken,
Yeah.
this is the suspect we're searching for. Have you seen him anywhere?
Damn. That's a good-looking dude.
I mean, most of the evilest ones are, aren't they?
I mean, you're a good-looking dude.
Well, I thank you. I'm not quite so evil. But take a closer look. Are you sure? Have you seen this? Have you come across this character in your travels at all?
No, but that's cool. And he points the sword.
Roll it up quick and like, all right. Well, thanks for your help. And I'll tuck that away.
Yeah. Have you guys ever seen this before? And he reaches into his bag, pulls out a foot, slams it on the table.
A foot?
Yep.
Severed foot?
Is it?
It's a severed foot. Yep.
Can this be the moment in which I walk in the room?
Uh-huh.
Sure. Yeah. You hear? Have you guys ever seen this before? As you come down the stairs in the room, Tiggerbakken reaches into a bag, pulls out this, like, slams it on the table.
It's
So
Tahoe.
he looks over at her. Goes, "Oh, hi. Your hair's wet." Goes back to the so this so it looks like a very large chicken foot.
And what is this from?
Roll a knowledge check. You're pretty sure this is the foot of a cockatrice.
Whoa. Wow. So I will. Did that come from a cockatrice?
He smiles. He goes, "Is that what it's called?"
How are you not stone where you stand right now?
I mean, I blew it up. That's why this is all that's left.
Nice.
Wow.
I don't usually get to keep souvenirs.
Like, I
That's-
didn't know what it was. That's why I've been carrying this around. He's like, "You can have it now if you want it, now that I know it's a cockatrice."
I'm gonna lean over to Tickerbucken and I'm going to just whisper in his ear. I'm like, so I need to borrow an empty flask. You got one of those handy for me real quick?
Sure, here, 1 copper piece.
And I'll just kind of like slide it over and I'll like quickly just exchange it. And I'll hand the empty flask over to Emrys and I'll just say, here, this is for you to keep your souvenirs in, since all you leave on the battlefield are stains of your opponents. You can pour them into there and then keep them with you always.
Oh, thanks. I'm sure that will be useful for some rituals later. What?
What? What? Johnny's like, what? And I'm just kind of like, yeah.
What have I gotten myself into?
We brought home a skull.
A skull?
Yeah.
I have a foot, you have a skull?
Yeah.
You want to trade?
Want to trade?
I just pour myself a glass of alcohol.
Driving the monkey
I will
Yeah.
carefully take note of the fact that it's filled extra tall.
It's from Vandred.
I still have what?
You'd stolen a bottle from Vandred.
Oh, I'm like double fisting it right now.
Well. Oh, you guys got
Okay.
alcohol too?
Yeah.
Ah! Each glass costs 1 silver piece.
Okay. Here, jingle, jingle, jingle. Slaps 5 silver on the table.
Line up the gnome-sized shots. Here you go.
Who's pouring the drink?
I'll pour his shots. If he's going to pay, I'll pour his shots. That's fine.
I just glare at you as you pour it.
Me?
It's like,
Yeah.
just reaches over and like slowly slides all of the glasses to him.
Take all the silver, and I'll set it aside in a separate pocket.
Okay.
And then I'll kind of step
He like,
back.
drinks one and it's like, he takes one, drinks it, puts it down.
Yeah. I step back closer to Tahani.
So, have you guys figured out your stuff yet? Can we go?
Isn't it still nighttime?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So? Oh, you guys do that sleep thing.
We have to
Right.
sleep.
Oh. Oh.
You don't sleep?
Nah.
Like, at all?
Nope.
That explains a lot.
How is that even possible?
I mean, I just mix some stuff together and drink it. I don't have to sleep.
Oh. Wow. I'm gonna step back towards Tahani and I'll hold out an empty glass.
I fill up his empty glass.
And I'll just sit and drink
He's
with
like,
you.
hey, that's a silver piece.
Sure is. I'm prepaid.
Oh. Yeah. You can prepay?
Uh,
Oh. Well, in that case. How much is that bottle?
which
Oh,
bottle?
you don't want that one. Tahani's
I-
already spoken for that one.
Oh. Everything has a price. How much for that bottle?
Which? This bottle?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
the one you're holding. Not the glass, the bottle.
I top off my glass.
Yeah.
And then hand it over to Rowan and say, "That is your mess."
all right.
Deal with it.
All
I
right.
am
So
going to bed.
how much is left in the bottle?
Let's see. She drank out of it earlier this night. She drank out of it now. It was pretty close to a full bottle. It's probably about like 60% there.
And how much is it? Or and what is it? It's like wine or brandy or
No, it's brandy.
oh. Huh.
Yeah. So a full bottle is probably like 5 gold pieces for this. because it's pretty good stuff. It's not like cheap stuff.
And there's... Alright. I don't know, Tiggerbarkin. This stuff's really, really good. And I'll take a sip out of my glass that she topped up.
I'll trade you.
What do you got?
Reaches in, pulls out, sets a flask down, pushes it towards you.
What is it?
You ever get poisoned, that'll help you out. No? Okay. Put it away. Pulls out, puts one down, slides it towards you.
What does it look like?
It's got this like orange yellow liquid in it.
Mm-hmm.
Looks kind of viscous.
And what's that one?
I mean, that's alchemist fire. Okay. Pulls it back, puts it away. Pulls out another. This one's a very, very small vial. Slides it across the table. This one, after you drink this, the next time you take a shot at somebody or a swing with a weapon, you're gonna hit.
Interesting.
Makes you focus, pinpoint focus. Next attack. Only good one time though. Use it once and it's gone. That's it. That's all I get.
Well, I'll tell you what. You got it.
Okay, here you go.
Means that I'm drink out of my
Get
cup. I'm gonna have to pay Vander back for that.
Didn't Respite already pay for that bottle?
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Bottle's already been paid for a while ago. Yeah. So you now have a potion of True Strike.
Yay! Okay.
So he sits there. He opens the bottle and just starts drinking out of it.
Uh-huh.
Yep. So, what are you guys waiting to figure out? Like, you gotta figure out what.
Well, we already mentioned we are going to sleep. So we will know.
Oh, that's right. You guys sleep. I forgot. You told me that.
We will know in the morning what we are doing.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit here and drink this.
Yeah, we have sent out a communication to some other summer guardsmen, and we're waiting for sort of that feedback before we make our ultimate decision. Truth is, we don't know if we're going to bring the girl with us or we're going to let them go.
You're waiting for people to tell you what you can and can't do. Got it.
Really, it's more along the lines of
We're waiting to see if people will pay us to do stuff we were probably going to do anyway.
Oh. Paid?
We are adventurers.
Might keep me around a little bit longer. Hey, it sounds good. I like money. Continues to drink out of the bottle.
All right. Well, with that, I don't mind retiring as well. I'm going to bring my glass with me. I'll head up to go and find Vandrin and eventually sit and talk to him for a little bit about, see if he's got any updates from Phila and everyone else about what we're going to do with the girl.
Okay. So you go see Vandrin, and he's like, I don't have anything from Phila yet about what we're doing with her. I just had to make the report about this mess.
Yeah, I figured.
We haven't seen anything else tonight yet, either, but who knows. But now the North Tower is also on watch, high alert. So,
well,
a couple of
Vandrin,
us throughout the night.
I'll tell you, those mountains there that are along the east to the border of Casmaron, our little friend was gracious enough to tell us he has seen all manner of beasts and crazy things up there. Many frost giants. But he also mentioned something which really perked up some of our interest and some of our ears, and I thought you might want to know. He did also mention that he saw a very large white dragon living in that area. And seeing as how that's not that far away, figured it might be worth you mentioning.
I mean, that means he saw Veshnara.
He did mention it started with the V something.
Yeah, she's lived out there for as long as I've been stationed here.
All right.
But I've never seen her. I don't even know if she really exists.
Well, if our little friend is to be believed, she most assuredly does.
That's interesting, because normally she sleeps through the... I mean, if she's active now, then she's active early, which is concerning. She usually sleeps during, like, summer months and stuff, during the warmer months. Like, we're getting towards the colder months, sure, but she should be active yet.
Well, perhaps there's something more going on underneath the surface of all of this than we thought.
Great. That's what we need. More. Just more. Just keep keeping it on, man. Thanks.
We can leave. We'll leave tomorrow.
Yeah.
We just
Might as well
would
just wait for Phil
would just like to know what's going on with poor Helia is all.
Yeah. No, me too. I'm sure Phil will get back to us in the morning. It usually doesn't take him too long to get things planned out.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to retire. Sorry
have a good
for
night.
not listening to your orders out there, by the way. I tend to shoot better when they're distracted by my teammates, as it were.
It's quite alright. I'm just used to people just immediately following my orders. And I gotta remember that while you all are working with us, you're not exactly summer guards, so... no,
To be fair,
it's fine.
Draxus didn't even hesitate to fire at your name target.
Well, he's been under my command for quite some time, so,
All
wouldn't
right.
expect anything less.
Very well. Then till tomorrow.
Just nods at you.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll
See you
go
in
and
the
I'll
morning.
go and find a bedroll or room or whatever and roll up.
Yeah, you guys, you know that Vandrin's given up his quarters to Helia and
Tahani.
Tahani.
Yeah.
The rest of you are kind of still sleeping down in the bottom
Before
floor.
I go, I'll give him the 5 silver that I collected from the gnome and say, "Oh, by the way, I ended up charging the gnome for his drinks. So here you go."
Oh. Well, that is appreciated. Thank you. Pockets that.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And then I'll go to bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll tuck myself away in sleep in such a way that whatever valuables I have are like pull, like I'm literally going to wrap myself around them and then position myself against the wall. So it's going to be really difficult to get to shit without waking me up.
Got it.
Gnomes,
Okay.
man. Fucking gnomes. No offense.
All right. So is everybody going to sleep?
Yeah.
Everybody going to their rooms? All right. So Tahani and Helia go to... Tahani goes up to her room with Helia. Willick and Emrys, I guess, head down... And Raspinall head downstairs.
I'll hang out with Tigerbakken for a little longer.
Okay. So he's hanging out with you. He's maybe slurring his words just a little bit. Like, yeah. So this one time, the last time I traveled through here, actually, it was funny because, there's this place up north in not New Shenko or something. Anyway, big brewery, right? It's great. They have this thing where you can like try to perform to get some alcohol. Of course, free alcohol sounds great. But I was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll perform. And so I juggled and I set the stage on fire and they threw me out.
We passed through there pretty recently. I had a pretty good run of luck there.
No, the only one of you who's actually been there has been Rowan so far. That's further north than where you were. You guys came through New Varnhold, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have had ale from this brewery, and it's very good.
Yeah. Stone Brews is the best!
Yeah. Yeah, but that guy is kind of a dick.
You watch your tongue, gnome.
Anyway, so you got any good story? How about you? You got a good story for me?
I can tell you the story of how I met my friend Tahani.
Oh. Yeah. She's tight-lipped, isn't she?
You know, she is, but whenever I go off and get into trouble, she's there to get me out of it.
I'm sure
So,
Becca's giving you the death stare right now. Oh,
That's a
well, I
good
mean,
kind
if
of
she
friend to
gets
have.
you out of trouble, that's a pretty good friend. I mean, I know I myself tend to get in quite a bit of trouble, so I should probably try and find it. You know, is Tahani looking for any more friends?
She likes to have friends.
Wait.
What about that one Emrys, the one with the big hammer? She seems like she could get me out of a lot of trouble. She's, you know, I mean, the guy Roland looks pretty good, but she looks really good too. So,
You just gotta stay on her good side.
which side's the good side? The left, the right,
Uh,
back? Which side?
what-handed is Emerus?
Two-handed. Ambidextrous.
There's still a dominant hand, though.
I have no idea. Left.
I
Say
probably
left.
want to stay on the left side because she's gonna swing the hammer to the right.
Good. He goes like this. Like, okay, got it. Got it.
Wow.
Although, I mean, that guy Willick throws a punch pretty good, so maybe, yeah. Maybe you could all be my friends. You all be my. That sounds good. Sounds good. Just keeps drinking. See him pull out. He pulls out like this vial that he has, little tiny cylindrical vial. Unstoppers it, dumps it into the bottle of alcohol, and stoppers it away.
What's that?
Oh, I mean, that's how I stay up, sleep when I drink it. It's like, have you ever drank that coffee stuff?
Yeah, I tried it once.
Yeah, it's like drinking like a water trough, like a horse's water trough of that at once. You know,
You know, we should try to get Willick to do that.
Oh,
I don't know if it'll work for anybody but me. I gotta be honest. Some of the stuff that I make,
No,
if I try to give it to somebody else,
coffee.
they get sick. Oh, a trough of coffee?
Yeah, Willick
That'd be
loves to
interesting
try
to
to
see.
do like eating challenges and things like
That'd be fun to watch. I mean, that's a lot of liquid for one person. I mean, he's a big guy, but that's a lot of. I might be more liquid than what he has.
have you
in
ever
him.
been to the Pink Pig up in New Barnhold?
I can't say I have.
They have some of the best pies that I've had in a very long time. They had all kinds of like meringue pies and meat pies and things. When we
He
took
pulls out his
Willick there,
notepad. He pulls out that notepad, and, like scribbles something down, and puts it away.
when we took Willick there for the first time, I bet the shopkeep that he could eat 3 pies because he told me that he could. And she said that if he could, we would get them for free. He got like halfway through one of them and threw it up all over the store. It was great.
I thought I got through 1.5.
That's I mean, that's pretty akin to me lighting a stage on fire. Actually, that's that's a good story. I like that. We'll have to go back to the Pink Pig. Maybe she'll. What if we challenge her to 5 pies? She would do that.
Hey Willick, how do you feel about 5 pies?
See there.
I would never turn down a challenge that involved food.
You want to drink a trough of coffee?
Is it hot?
I mean, by the time you get to the end, it's not gonna be.
Why not? Let's try.
oh God.
We're gonna have to find a water trough and a lot of coffee. That might be something we do when we get to Dawn's Rise. Great, now I have another reason to wait. Ugh, I hate waiting.
It's too good.
We can always try to meet you there if you go ahead of us.
Oh,
Is there any place that you tend to
but then
stay?
I'd have to wait for you. The problem is that I would get there really quick, and then I'd have to wait there for you. And who knows if you guys are stopping at that spooky place along the way. I mean, who knows if you guys even make it? No. Maybe like a ghost catches you and eats you or something. What do ghosts do?
I don't know, but I
They
hope
just
I
go
find
boo.
out.
Is that all they do? Like I don't even know. What do they do? Weird. They like just chill in a spot. Don't move. That's boring.
Emrys, what do ghosts do? You seem like you would know that.
They haunt things.
That sounds boring. Like you have to stay in one spot. You can't move. You just
Pretty
stay
much.
there. You're forever.
Pretty much.
Gross. I hope I never become a ghost.
I don't think.
Aren't we all going to be ghosts at some point?
I mean, everybody dies. Not everybody becomes a ghost, man.
What are we talking
I mean, what else do you want to talk about?
These
about? We're trying to go to sleep, and
Oh, that's right. You
keep
guys
talking.
sleep. I
You
mean,
keep talking
I
about
don't.
it.
I don't sleep. If you want to go to sleep, go to sleep. Go.
We are
Bye.
sleeping though.
Oh,
Like
you guys
all of
are
us went
downstairs.
downstairs, and we're listening to you guys talk about us.
Oh. I didn't realize it was being that loud. I'm sorry. I got a book I can read. Usually what I do when I travel with people. He reaches his bag, pulls out a book, opens it, starts reading.
I guess we'll let him settle down.
Somewhere Raspin is just a little sadder that his friend is now distracted by a book.
You guys can
I
still
don't run into
talk.
them very often.
Wow.
Kelly looks up from his book. He's like, "Oh, I thought you were going to bed."
What, me?
No, to Raspin. If Raspin's
Oh, okay.
still there, he'll read for a couple minutes, then he'll look up and see that Raspin's still there. He'll be like, "Oh, I thought you were going to bed."
I guess I should probably do that.
I mean, you don't have to. We can stay up longer if you want. I mean, I'm gonna be up either way, so I guess we just have to be quiet because our friends are trying to sleep.
I mean, I could probably stay up if you could share some of your stay up stuff.
I mean, you're more than welcome to try it. Hold on, I'll have to mix some more, but he pulls out a couple of different, he pulls out this, reaches into his pack, pulls out this, little box, opens it up, starts pulling out these, beakers and stuff like that, starts setting them up. All got a little bit of different types of liquid and stuff in, starts pouring them together, takes one of his, matches that he has, a couple of the tinder twigs, takes them and starts scraping the stuff that's on the tinder twig off into the
Oh!
Takes this thick red liquid looking stuff, pours it in there, pulls out a couple of tablets out of another pouch, tosses them in, crushes them up, and puts them on a little fire, heats them up, takes it off, pours it into a thing.
Yummy.
Yeah. Puts it through this long curly Q thing where it evaporates and then comes back together, and it's this really thick liquid. Really, really thick, very syrupy, but clear, and hands it to you.
Does it look like what he had before?
Yep, sure does. It's like, now, I don't recommend just drinking it straight out of the vial. I would mix it with something. It does not taste good. Warn you now.
Alright. What did we say drinks were? A silver?
Yeah.
Alright. We'll hand him a silver.
Okay. He slides one of the glasses towards you that they poured earlier that he hasn't finished because he's been drinking straight out of the bottle.
Alright, I'll mix the stuff in.
Okay.
Oh god.
You drink it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. You down it. I mean, a roll of fortitude save.
Yup. Where'd the character sheets go? Come on. That one.
All right. Yeah, so this hits you and you're immediately like, you can feel your chest like tighten, feel your heart increase, start getting really warm. Doesn't feel bad though. And then, like, you can tell that like when you're looking around the room that like just where you're looking, your vision seems very clear. The outside of your vision is like your peripherals are more blurred, but what you're looking specifically at is almost clear, what it normally would be. Sounds are very crisp. Scents are very crisp. You can taste the alcohol, even though it's drank it already. Like the redness of the alcohol there in your mouth tastes like almost like it's like a full glass of what you're drinking, like what you were drinking.
Whoa.
And that tired feeling that you had, because I mean, you guys have been up for a while, and then you guys fought in the night. Normally you'd be like kind of pretty worn out. Not worn out at all.
All right, let's go do something.
Oh god.
Oh yeah. Terrybox is like, oh yeah, we're gonna be best friends. I mean, what do you want to do?
Can't leave two gnomes to their own devices.
Says the past gnome player.
I have experience.
I don't know. We'll get in trouble if we do something here.
I mean, probably, but we're gonna get in trouble anywhere we go. Let's be real. I mean, we could. Well, if we the door's downstairs, so we have to go past all your sleeping friends to go out the door. We go upstairs. Right upstairs. That it's just your friend Tahani there, right, and the girl, I guess. And then if we go upstairs with a summer guard, we definitely don't want to go upstairs because we'll definitely get in trouble up there.
Oh god.
Tahani's. You think she's sleeping?
Yeah, she's definitely sleeping.
About this girl, is she sleeping?
I don't know. That's a hard one. She got some bad news.
Oh, sucks. Bad news sucks. I like good news. I mean, have you looked around upstairs? Like, I mean, I walked in there and you kind of pulled me away. I've been downstairs, I've been here, I've been all the way upstairs. I haven't been up there yet.
I haven't been up there, have I?
The only time you've been up there has been like the brief, quick periods where you've gone up to like kind of maybe check on Helia or talk to Tahani real quick, but you have actually not been like in the officer or guard quarters, basically.
I haven't really been upstairs very much. Well, I've either been to the top of the tower or in the down here.
Well, there you go. I mean, let's go see what we get. Oh, I got a question for you. Okay, we're gonna jump a channel for this question, by the way.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Do you need me to take my mic?
Yeah.
I'll take my.
Oh god.
All right, you tell me when you're ready.
We're good.
We're good? Okay. All right. So, Raspin, do you know what a practical joke is?
It's been a while since I've done one of those.
Oh, but you know what it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do a practical joke.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, who and what are we doing?
Ellis.
Oh.
He's a little high strung.
Which one's that?
Uh,
Not Vandrin. I knew that guy. Is it the orc? Or
no, it's not that one.
Okay.
He was casting spells.
Oh. Okay, that one. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Bald one.
Yeah.
Okay. What should we do? He's casting spells. What could we do to him?
He's very particular about his stuff.
Oh, that's always fun. Like we could rearrange it. We could. I mean, we could take like his socks and put mayonnaise in them. We could like I don't know. We could take half of his socks, so all he has left are like mismatched socks. I like socks. You know. Well, you said he casts spells, right?
He does. Yeah.
That means he's got to have a spell book. We could like, I don't know. I don't think we should damage anything. That's not when you damage people's stuff. That's not cool. I don't want my stuff damaged. I'm sure you don't want yours. What if we took a spell component pouch, right? Because I mean, when you cast magical spells, like I only know because like when I make my stuff, I have to take those components, like mix them together with the liquid and all like that, right? So sometimes they have to use magical components to cast spells. I don't know if you have to do that. I don't know if you cast spells. You know, but like so wizards usually have like pouches of that stuff. What if we just take that pouch, like empty it into something else, so he still has it someplace, but we just fill it with random stuff?
I think we can do that.
Like, I have this great sneezing powder.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, he's like, well, let's go find it. So you guys go up the stairs. Are you gonna try and like sneak upstairs, or he's gonna kind of follow you to go upstairs? So
Jump back on.
Yeah. So we're gonna try to sneak upstairs,
okay, go ahead and roll your stealth check.
and I am feeling lucky.
Okay.
That didn't go.
Okay. Oh, you got so you got a 14.
Should I hop back on?
No, you're good.
No, I'm good. Here.
So yeah, so you got a 14. He got a 15. So you guys are. I mean, nobody's really like paying attention to you guys. You guys are. It's fine. You guys didn't like roll like fives and like trip and fall or anything like that, right? So you guys go upstairs. And you know now you're upstairs. So now you're pretty sure you could tell which area is kind of Ellis's because the night and niece one, that nice and neat one. It's got like the writing implements and stuff to it, all like that. So go ahead and roll me a perception check as you guys kind of look around looking for like spell component stuff.
That one.
Oh yeah, you find it no problem. It's pretty easy considering everything's super organized. So you guys find a spell component pouch. You guys now have to empty its contents. What would you like to do with the contents of the spell component pouch? Like where do you want to put it?
What does his workspace look like?
Okay, so he has like a small, simple desk, and then he has a drawer to it. Inside the drawer is where you find his spell book, and his spell book and like the spell component pouch are in there, along with some like ink and paper. That looks like his workstation for the most part.
So there's only the one drawer in the desk, and there's nothing else there.
I mean, like I said, there's like the inkwell, like a quill. There's paper. There's the spell component pouch. There's the book, the spell book itself.
So
Yeah. There might be some like notes and stuff written. Still, that's it.
so can I like put the papers on top of the spell book, so there's like a gap behind it?
Yeah.
And then just like dump his stuff behind it and under the paper.
Okay. Okay, you do that, and then so Tiggerbakken like whispers to you. He's like, "Okay, now hold it out, open and still."
Yep.
Okay. So Tiggerbakken pulls this like pouch out from his stuff, opens it up, and starts tipping it into that pouch. Now, Terrierbakken is a little tipsy,
Yep.
so he's a little moving a little wavy when he's dumping it. So what I need you to do is roll me a reflex save to like move the pouch to try and catch it. Okay, fine, you're fine. So you move, you catch it. A little bit drips on the floor and stuff, but not too much. You know, enough that you can like wipe it away and it doesn't affect you or anything. So you guys get it. So you guys get it all done and stuff. You guys put it all back. So just roll me an intelligence check, although I'm gonna roll one for him too. So you guys like put everything back in like the correct spots, basically. Yep, yeah, you guys are fine. All right, so you guys put everything back. And yeah, I mean that's it, right? You guys got it all set up. Your pocket's like, okay. So anything else? I mean, I got some itching powder. We could like, I don't know, put that in his like underpants.
I like that.
So you guys find his clothes, open it up. That you don't have to roll anything for. You just kind of dump that, like whatever, you know. Okay. Like, oh, yeah. So Tiggerbakken, you watch. He's like, you guys are like, yeah, okay, yeah. That's good. That's good, right? Go to leave. Tiggerbakken's like, oh, I know what'll make him really mad. So Tiggerbakken goes back and opens the drawer, lifts up the spell book, pours like this like clear liquid underneath the spell book, and then puts it back down and presses down on it, and then lets go, and then closes the drawer.
What was that?
Tiggerbakken pulls open the drawer and goes, oh yeah, here, try and pull that book out. It is stuck tight.
Oh.
He's like, it's okay. I got the stuff that'll make it stop working, but you know, fun for now, right?
Yeah, we'll see how Ellis feels about that.
Okay. So Tiggerback is like, all right, well, now we can't be anywhere near here, so yeah. I don't know. Maybe you should go pretend to sleep. Like, 'cause you sleep normally, right?
I mean, I do sleep normally.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to go like sleep yet. We can go back down and drink some more, but eventually you should probably go to bed. And he does air quotes.
Yeah, all right. Probably a little bit before dawn.
Okay, cool. So you guys head back downstairs. The only adverse side effect that you're affected by from this whatever it is that he gave you is you get really hungry.
All right. I mean, I've still got a bunch of like dried meat.
Yeah,
and
you
things
got a
for
bunch
me
of like
stocked up.
rations and stuff. You guys are also in the area that has a pantry and stuff that you can get into, like because that's what he does. He just goes over to the pantry, starts getting into food and eat. But yeah. So eventually it hits, you know, the time where you're like, shortly before dawn, you're like, oh, I should go to bed. You guys have had a nice night of like exchanging stories and stuff like that. Like you guys, just, you know, and then like, oh, I can't wait till else tries and does stuff. Okay, we'll head back up now.
All right. I guess I should go to bed.
Interpret what was happening based on the rolls.
Mm-hmm.
So we have our own little storyline.
Your own little storyline. We'll see if it's as bad as you think it is.
Who did they try to rob and fail?
All right, so morning comes. You guys wake up. You know, pretty much wake up in the normal order, kind of like Rowan into Hani first, followed by Raspin, and then like Emerson Willick at the end.
I do my morning routine.
Okay, you do it up in the room where you are. Helia seems to be still asleep fairly soundly. Probably just all the exhaustion and stuff finally setting in on her.
Yep.
You do your morning routine. Rowan, what do you? You wake up before the other four. What do you?
Do I wake up in the same position that I went to sleep in?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna quickly check all my stuff, make sure I have everything.
Yep. Nothing's missing. It's all there.
Awesome. Then I'll like roll up my bedroll and I'll just kind of wander up, and see what's happened in the evening.
Okay. You go upstairs and you find Tiggerbakken sitting at the table still. He's like pushed back up in the chair, feet on the top of the table, perched kind of arching back, reading a book. Strewn across the table is like empty plates and like crumbs and bits of food and a bunch of like empty glasses and bottles.
Wow. You guys had a party, huh?
It's like, oh, I mean, I got hungry. There's breakfast made for everybody though.
Really?
Points over to like the counter. He's like, well, I mean, I don't sleep, so got to be productive in the night when you're the only one awake.
Wow. So I'll take a look at the breakfast.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's like mostly sliced fruit, cheese, some bread. There's some other like baked goods that looks like were made at some point because they definitely weren't there the other night.
Jesus.
There's it's like muffins and stuff like that.
Tiggerbakken, you outdid yourself.
Yeah, baking is kind of chemistry, so good at it.
Well.
This isn't gonna kill us, is it?
Morning, Willick.
Good morning.
I mean, I didn't put anything in it except for like food. You're asking if I put like any of my stuff in it? No.
Did you make coffee?
No, but I was gonna wait for you guys. Like, you don't want to make coffee and let it sit there. It gets kind of gross, right? I can make you fresh coffee.
I got it. It's
Okay.
cool. I'll go make some coffee.
All right. So you guys go get ready. You guys do your get your food and stuff. Raspin and Emrys, you guys wake up. Head
Yep.
upstairs. There's a bunch of food made that apparently Tiggerbakken made last night.
Tiggerbakken made breakfast.
Yummy.
Muffins and stuff like that.
Wow.
I start eating
Yep.
a muffin.
Eventually Vandrin comes downstairs with Bolton. Bolton goes to like get ready to like make breakfast like he normally would and goes, what the? Picks up one of the muffins and smells it. Takes a bite out of it. Who made this?
You can thank our new friend for that one. The bad news is it looks like he made quite the mess of our kitchen.
Like he's like, oh, I'll clean that up. Don't worry. Not. Tiggerbakken says he'll clean it up. He gets up, puts his book down, starts cleaning up all the dishes and stuff.
Jesus Christmas.
Like a whirlwind almost of just cleaning up dishes and stuff as you guys are sit at the table. You guys are like, I need a place. He'll pick up a plate so you can put your stuff down.
So what did we miss last night? Anything fun?
Tiggerbakken's like, I read my book, got big stuff.
Oh, the
Me
girl's
and
still.
Raspin- Me and Raspin exchanged some stories.
The girl's still asleep upstairs. I think the week's events are catching up with her.
Makes sense.
Maybe we should
Praxis
bring
comes
we
downstairs.
should bring her up a plate of food and leave it there for something that'll still be good when she wakes up. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can take up a plate of like muffins and stuff like that for her.
Mm-hmm.
Some water,
Yep.
something for her to have when she wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
So Vandrin comes up. So you guys finish eating and stuff. Vandrin's like, well, guess I'll wake up Ellis and we'll I mean, I haven't heard anything from Phila, so we can always contact Phila and see if everything's okay. All right. So he goes upstairs, comes back down.
You're
You guys
right
don't.
there?
You guys, yeah, no. He just comes back downstairs. He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Like, I don't know. Ellis. You guys here? upstairs, like muffled cursing, like what what the? I don't. How? Why? What is this?
Breakfast.
Guys, Alice is not downstairs. This is what you hear coming from upstairs. You can finally hear some like thunk, like you guys hear like this loud crash and a thud. And then, like,
I'll go on
and then
up.
you guys see Ellis come downstairs,
Oh.
carrying this drawer from a desk, right? He comes downstairs. He puts it on the table. He's like, "What is this?"
You alright there?
It's like, he's like, yeah. He's like, look. He points to like a book that's in this drawer. And he takes the drawer and flips it upside down. And the book does not fall out of it. The book opens, and like you guys can see the pages kind of fluttering, but the book does not come out of the drawer.
That's a cool trick.
Ellis is like, what the?
I don't suppose that book's
What?
important now, is it?
He's like, it's my spell book.
Get like that.
Andrew's just like looking around like, what? Andrew's face is like very stoic right now.
Raspin, how was your evening?
I mean, it was good.
Any idea how this might have happened?
Not a clue.
Sense
You can roll that. You can roll. You guys can roll that bluff check and that sense motive check.
Yes.
Alright, let's see how this goes.
Fuck. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's not gonna matter.
Yep. You immediately know, Rowan, that Raspin is lying and definitely had almost everything to do with the book being stuck in the drawer.
I'm just gonna get an apple and lean back in the chair and just watch this all take place.
Well, now, Tiggerbarkin, I don't suppose you might have some sort of solvent in that coat of yours that might be able to help us out of this potentially sticky situation?
Oh, I mean, I had some. I sold it to her. Points to Emrys. So I mean,
Is that going
stuck.
to
It's just stuck.
is that going
I
to
mean,
destroy the book?
I don't think so. I mean, he looks at Ellis and he's like, "You did bind your spellbook in leather, right? Like real leather, not that fake leather kind of papery stuff." Ellis is just like, "Yes." Like that'll be fine. There might be like a stain on the back. Like, that might be white, but you know, it'll be all right.
How would you know that it needs to be real leather?
I mean, because the stuff has acid in it, so if it wasn't real leather, it would potentially eat through the paper. It's not strong enough to eat through like lots of leather though, so be all right.
Emrys, would you mind sparing a drop or two for our good friend Ellis here?
Sure, here you go.
Ellis takes it and like drips it like in the top of the thing. Tries to take the book off, it doesn't pop off. He's like, "It's not working." And Jabak is like, "Gotta give it like 5 minutes to sink in, man. Let it do its magic."
You're such a crybaby.
Ellis just like puts it down and just leaves it on the table and just storms back upstairs. Like, "I'll be back."
You know, it would have been really great if we wouldn't have had to deal with this morning. Given the fact that we're going to need him and those spells to be able to figure out when we're leaving. maybe a little bit of forethought might have gone a long way.
Terrabockin's like, he can still open the damn book.
Oh.
At least no one's gonna take it now.
Yeah, see, nobody can steal it.
We'll
Look, he
always
did him
know
a favor.
exactly where it is.
Whoever did that did him a favor.
Uh-huh. Right. I'll give a knowing look over to Vandrin and just shake my head.
Vandra's just like, he's such an easy target. Like, get it? But damn.
I mean, it's
So 5 minutes go by. Ellis comes back down the stairs. He's changed his clothes, a little bit more composed. Comes down, goes, pulls on the book, and it does. He does get it off. He like wipes it off. You know, Terrabockin like hands him a rag, like wipes the book down, takes the drawer down. Everything's fine. Like it doesn't even have like a big like white stain on the back like Terrabockin said it, but it looks perfectly okay. So he's like, oh, fine. And he sits down, starts opening his book, leafing through it and stuff. And he's like, he looks up at Vander. He's like, I'll be ready to cast a message spell. Give me 10 minutes. So.
Was that the only excitement that happened last night?
Terrabockin.
Raspin?
It was the most exciting thing that happened last night.
Can I sense motive?
Yeah, you can.
Where is the sense motive?
It's in alphabetical order.
I didn't click.
I mean, seems like he believes that it's the most
exciting thing that happened.
exciting thing that happened last night. You get the feeling that there might be more things that happened last night. It's definitely the most exciting one, though. So, yeah. Okay. So, Terrabockin's like, I guess we're gonna try to find out, like, you guys can leave,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Because, I mean, I can wait probably till, like, tomorrow if need be, but after that, I'm gonna have to go, you know?
Understood. Breakfast is really quite good, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I mean, well, when you have an actual, like, oven and stuff to work with, it definitely helps. You know, I can, like, you know, kind of cook some stuff in a skillet, like bake some stuff in a skillet pan kind of thing, and it works okay when traveling, but you have access to the oven, it's a lot better. You can also make some interesting potions and stuff in an oven, too.
I haven't
make
had
it-
fresh bread in what feels like a month. It's delicious.
So, you know, like, the 10 minutes go by. Well, actually, not even the 10 minutes go by. You guys, it's like 5 minutes later. You guys can make some perception rolls.
Oh God.
I mean, so Rowan and Emrys and Raspin notice it first before anybody else. You guys notice that, like, Ellis seems a little fidgety while I was reading his book. Like, he's sitting in a chair, kind of like see him kind of move a little bit, and then he'll read a little bit, and he'll move a little bit more. But he's not like moving like his upper board. It's almost like he's like grinding his legs together.
Like he's itchy or something.
Maybe. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. All right. Well, that ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Well, doesn't do it. It doesn't actually. It obviously just looks like he's a little, then eventually like reaches into like puts the book over top of his lap to try and like hide what he's doing, but it's definitely obvious he's like scratching himself a bit. Yeah.
I'll look over at Raspin. Really?
And pointedly not making eye contact.
Really, what?
Yeah, so you
Huh?
now notice it. Now that like Rowan has like said something out loud, like you notice that Ellis is like definitely a little uncomfortable right now
Yeah.
in the crotchular region of himself.
Yeah. Hey, I was just wondering, Tiggerbucken, you happen to have any itching powder available for sale?
Of course I do.
Oh, you're not out yet?
I mean, I haven't sold any yet, so no.
Oh, all right. I just figured, maybe you might have lost some of your inventory over the
I mean, I
evening.
dropped some.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I would really love it if you would tell me what the best way to solve an itching powder problem might be.
Oh, just wash it with some salt water.
Salt water, huh? All right.
Yeah.
You got any
Oh.
salt water?
I mean, I have salt. You got water?
All right. I'm just going to casually walk into the kitchen, grab like a jug of water, put a bunch of water in it, a bunch of salt in it, and just stir it up. 3-4 minutes.
Okay.
And just when we're getting really close to the end of the 10-minute mark that
Yeah.
he was
When
spending his
he's
time,
like really like moving around and stuff in his chair. Yeah.
I'm going to walk over and I'm going to just look at him and I'm going to say, "Hey, Ellis, you mind picking up that book for a minute?
What do you mean?
Pick it up."
Like,
And I'll just like dunk all the water into his lap, just like.
what the fuck?
You'll thank me later. And then I'll get up and I'll put it in the kitchen and then sit back down and wait.
He like stands up. He's like, looks over at Vincent like, "Sarge, what the fuck?" Sergeant looks at him. He's like, 5 minutes from now, if he hadn't have done that, you'd be cursing more than when you were trying to pry that book out of your drawer. Alice is like, looks down, like, realizes that he doesn't itch anymore. Mother. Like, I hope that's it.
I look at Raspin.
Okay.
Is that it?
Probably.
Tiggerbakken leans over to Hani and goes, "You know things come in threes, right?"
I just put my head in my hand.
All right.
Please tell me you picked another candidate. Not all of this was directed
Do
to
you
us.
want me to lie to you or tell you the truth?
God.
Do you want the truth or the truth?
All right. So Ellis finishes like studying his spell book and stuff, puts it down, and he's just like, "All right, what looks over Avenger like, what are we?" He's like, "Just message Phila, ask him if he knows what we're doing with the girl yet. He's sending somebody down. What's going on?" Ellis like, "All right." Pulls out, puts the book down, goes out, pulls out his spell component pouch, opens it up, reaches in, goes to pull out. His hands come out, like his fingers come out, like covered in, like this weird, like off-white substance. He's like, "The fuck?" He goes, and immediately after smelling it, starts sneezing repeatedly.
Raspin,
Yeah.
why is our good friend sneezing?
It's a loose term.
I mean, he smelled something dusty.
Pickerpocket's like, because we put sneezing powder in his milk of 1 pound. What a doofus. You guys see Vandrin's face just like, oh my god. Vandrin's like, alright, Ellis, go upstairs. Ellis looks pissed, but he can't stop sneezing. Vandrin's like, how do we stop that? Looks right at Tiggerbakken. Oh yeah, that's a good intimidate roll. Tiggerbakken's like, yeah, I have the here. He just needs to smell this. Okay, sorry. So you guys, Vander goes upstairs to Ellis, comes back down. He comes back down actually carrying this like orb, like this glass ball that he has with him. He's like, we're only supposed to use these in case of emergency, but I don't know what else is gonna want to help you now, so I'm gonna have to use it. He starts muttering into it.
See what you did now?
Okay, he definitely activated a magic item. It seems like he's just using it to cast message. So he gets it. He's like, okay. Phyllis says he's already on the way. So, if you want, you can either wait, the 5 more days it's going to take for them to get here to escort you with the girl. Or if he says if you guys want to go ahead, they'll try and catch up to you.
That works for me.
All right. Well, if you guys go on ahead, you have a spot where you guys. I mean, I guess he could just overtake you. Or you guys have a spot where you want to stay, maybe, and wait for him, or.
Old Varnhold?
Well, we are definitely going to go to Old Varnhold first. And,
It's like, you're going to Old Varnhold?
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, okay. I've never been, but you guys have heard the stories, right?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
All right. I mean, sure, if you want to go and you want to take the girl that apparently something evil's after.
No.
Ghosts,
No. You misunderstood. We're going to leave the girl here.
Oh, and Phil is going to pick her up. Oh, and then catch up. I got you now. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. Okay, we can do that on one condition. You take that little fucker with you.
You know.
Deal.
Wait, what?
Tiggerbakken's like, I'm coming along.
Oh, gosh.
Tiggerbakken, I'm going to ask one thing from you for this journey. Just
Okay.
one thing.
Yep.
Hold on. I feel like you need to make sure Raspin casts a bit of luck on you for whatever role you might need for Intimidate or anything in the future.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
No, it's not. I don't think he will. So I only have one request of you for the course of this journey.
Yeah. What's that?
This is a condition of your joining us.
Okay.
All of these pranks and tricks, they were fun this morning. Brought a smile to my face. He's a bit of a... Ellis is a bit of a wet blanket. However...
I mean, yeah, Raspin's the one that picked him out.
However...
I was going to prank her, and he points it to Honey.
Mm-hmm. However...
Excuse me?
However...
I got your back.
While we are traveling out and abroad, without shelter,
Oh, okay. It's dangerous. Don't do it. Blah blah blah. Boring. Got it. Fine.
Are we in agreement? Do I have
Yes.
your word?
Yes. You have my word. As. Yep. Yeah. He's. Yep.
The only roles that have mattered today.
Doesn't even need to finish like his oath for it or anything. You just know that. Yep. He's being truthful. He's like, fine. I won't do it.
All right, and no stealing either, from us.
From you? Okay.
From us.
Yeah. From
Yes.
us. Got it. Yeah. No.
Welcome aboard.
Thanks.
All right. Well, in that case, then we should probably. So, how long is it for us to get to New Vonhold? Oh, to Old Vonhold.
Oh, let's take a look at the map. I gotta grab.
Because I doubt that we are going to want to be rolling up in there in the nighttime.
All right. You guys are here. You need to go this. You guys are probably. Let's see what. There's probably about 3.5, 4 days travel.
4 days.
Old Horn. Yeah, the Old Hornhold. That's on the road.
All right.
You do know that there is what is called Old Varnhold Road. It is the old main road that used to go straight through Old Varnhold. Since the incident, basically, there has been a roundabout that goes outside of the limits of Old Varnhold.
Mm-hmm.
That's the route that people normally take now.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys do know that there's basically you'll come to a fork of the road where you can go left or right. If you want to go to Old Varnhold, you go left.
Yep. Yeah, we will take the straight shot.
Cool. All right, but yeah, so 3.5, maybe 4 days, depending on travel time.
All right. Are we all ready for this? Do we want to make sure we've got everything we need and get our wagon all packed up?
I would like to go check in on the girl and tell her that we're heading out, but we'll meet up with her.
I think that's a great idea. Vandrin, let Phila know that we will likely be ahead of them, and we will meet him at... Sorry. We will meet him at Dawn's Rise.
As I leave the room, I do the fingers to pointing, or the point to my eyes, point to fingers, point to my eyes, and just like, I'm watching you.
Tigger's like, creepy. Okay.
He doesn't.
Sure, Mom.
Yeah.
So Sergeant Vandrin sends a message. He's just like, Phyllis says if you can, to wait for him, like, after Old Varnhold, when the new road connects with the old road. If you can wait there. If not, it's fine. He'll see you. If you can wait there.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, so Vandrin will then go with Tahani to help explain, the situation to Ilya. You guys are going ahead, but she'll catch up to you when Sergeant Philip takes her with the escort.
All right.
Okay.
How
Other than
does
that-
she take it?
At first she's like, you guys are leaving. Like, she seems upset that you guys are leaving her.
Mm-hmm.
But when you explain that you're going someplace that might be dangerous, you're just not sure if she should be around it or whatever. She's kind of like, okay, especially when you're like, Sergeant Phil's a really good guy. He'll take care of you.
Yeah.
She's more okay. Explain to her.
We don't have any stones of far speech, do we? Anything like that?
No,
Alright, never mind.
we do not have any ways to communicate over long distances. That's
Nope,
why we
do
need
not.
Ellis.
Yep.
Burn that bridge, didn't we?
Maybe. I mean,
Gotta
have to follow orders.
Orders are orders, right? Yeah. All right.
okay. So, I mean, are you guys gonna just, basically re-gear up and then head out? I mean, you figure if it's gonna take you 3.5 days, if you guys make good time, then you'll make, today will be, your half day of travel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Set on the way.
Yeah.
All right. you guys gather all the supplies and stuff you need. You know, Sergeant Vandrin is willing to part with anything that you guys might need for, you know, supplies on the journey. If you guys need any more rations, water skins, anything like that, he's happy to help provide that for you.
Restock some arrows.
That kind of stuff. Yeah, anything basic like that, he can just provide free of charge. Don't matter.
Okay.
You guys can head on your way into the, you know, late morning, early afternoon sun. A little bit chilling for the day, and the wind's blowing through, but you guys set out on the journey to Old Varn, and we'll pick up there next time.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Yay!
Awesome. All right. So, do you guys want to play next week, or do you want to not play next week? It's up to you. I won't be here, so if you guys want to play without me, feel free. If you,
Yep. If we do play, I will attempt to stream,
okay,
like I was going to last time.
okay,
Yeah, but we can figure out if we're playing or not.
Yeah, let me
as we
know.
go.
Let me know, and then if that's the case, then I'll just make sure that I have my stuff set up accordingly for you.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. Well, for all of you that are watching the stream, goodbye, and we will see y'all later. Check out next week, or if not, the week after.